nyame. Oyerepa TV, efri nyame. Oyerepa TV.
Asiedua Fima kumem yina dawasio. Because I'm trouble no.
Me trouble na me tibi boy no. When ya asembe ba to dey twaso.
Anyway, mati we trust him. It was for, and I was telling the kid, now see one of the greatest talented musicians we have in our current generation. Solid guy by all standard. And there Oyerepa Asiedua emanyame. And it is true. Obi to coin, obi do not pay, obi to coin, obi sorry no pay. Ebi mo intimi ansori. Because we jaya no pay, but intimi exactly what campem. Now so still now they Asiedua emanyame. Intimi for another pay sorry there, and there what they sorry there. Yamfa Asiedua emanyankopon. In protocol say say we do not take it for granted the life you've given us. And called your no. And exactly because they're very, very important. Very important. On this note, Yama Obibia Akua Asiedua at about Oyerepa TV. So Jumedie Oyerepa breakfast time. Of course, it's a Thursday morning. is the morning I had to say a Japan deal no. And a civil society organization, civil society organizations be me and some. They call a year ICC. Say National Criminal Court. Among country Ghana say no more court in the ruling about Nigeria. Say civil society for almost American faculty baby. Even though the judgment the reasons behind rejection into the Ghana and vindication against civil society organizations, we don't know how it's going to go there, but that is the information we are hearing. It was a for being adequacy Parker Wilson. I don't pay
Akua Asiedua and Yeshiamuha. It was for free sabi because it's a 9:30 bebo. And some would resist your my gun and more any abuano, I deba some more. Young Komoi, Wadrin Chenso, Yaya Papa, Yayan Kwani a deba. Also, Udi out the Bebani sum. Viewers, a view of Philippa.
Oh, yeah.
View of Philippa, Yadamas, so the Biasa de Mukuta Yemuna, Mojiji, Ababa by an emonam. And Yama Bebre, a won't come ye what titbit and communicating kitty womb, ye war motivational coat womb, whether any forex news to come on, I want to buy you. Ooh,
no question on this room.
I want to buy. Now I'm wondering, they say, Tontumo did Kakra bi na aka wo system
kakra bi se stubborn je de nya ba ko ba be
man wa be fam ayasem
man ba ko be fam
e say ntontom starvation period mo we
mo bebre around yeah
say omunsu omunkosu an nsu na twom
exactly
nti kakra bi na akọ hyehyɛ baabi no awone kurenti no obi ne wo jeja ne ho se ntontom meka no abusafo no de twam kwa ye the sports ebeka ho newspaper headlines bebem Ghana te sen wom health and lifestyle ka ho na OBT agenda eno mani nyina sade ye de bramo da no ena so sa pepepe ne tema mu nyina kwa abadamas
ebuja 0322497263 0322497263 your WhatsApp line no fa messages in the fa ho e be kan e dia ma oko Facebook app or your part live on Facebook like a page you know na fa comment ni nyina e go on na no pay me kan e dia ma yeah
crazy
going to get in a course
go back to nkete de ye bonito and no parliament akotena say akopa semra a narcotics control commission amendment bill no 2023 omakwaje atumu say nei oman ne mra betimi amobi kwan ma na dua weed e won ne mra kwan na weed no ye say omu grades ye omu ahodo meboa ye say Ghana de bi ano ahie o say ebi de ano de ne wo fom
say bia no hye
e wo che bi mu de na me so enye ni nyina na ya makwan say etimi dua na emo ebi de aha
but what I know is say betimi dua in smaller quantities
find
ye big
unyafuo ankasa
the law says
but with time no me sure so mu hu say de
kakra
yetimi betimi
one step at a time
na say na so parliament can be before for the Supreme Court can be before free ye gina he
yes I say there's a new law about say Supreme Court won't ask you go chonwe
I see now na parliament ne so ka ho asem no wo mo che da kire mtie empanifo ni bi a we ni ye de nuro de be friend raye we de ne de friend nuro mu dada enuro bi te seconds nuro ne de keke ka ho pins ahodo a no de pa no ni nuro ni bebre wo mo de fra e de yenti ene Ghana parliament ajatum say sananke kokra bi fi baabi ne yede ba ene ye ya wasase ne bi nti ye nua na pharmaceutical companies akese no ntumi fa bi from nrum na omo enye e wo sa kwan ne so ye firi woni akọ ye nima ye ko water region na sofo mienu oman ne mra edi wo mo ayeso mo nkoda fiase fie du baako na ebe run simultaneously na concurrently osofo a odi kan ye pastor Samuel Kwesi Chogbe one ewrabi a ode sofo baako ode Christ Esther nene ye de baako atum mfie num yese baako nso nkom mfie ensia ni nyina no kire so makobu akokora wa 72-year-old a oye yare for a bedridden pensioner a ode fie 200,000 cedis na che sikadada no 2 billion omukọ ne kokọje mpa ebo ye ko vision akire no ye koma wadro osofo yi na sorry ye cornerstone ministry international wakpando ye of water region na omofa papa ne ATM card ena omofa ne checkbook ka ho na say ye omunya ne pin no amutimi withdraw sika ne kakra no omoyi ni nyina atwe ngo omo account mu ena nei oman ne mra aso wo mumu na omukọ edo no omo ankasa age atum enra ya sentence wo mu se ba kunkum mfie nsia na ba kunkum mfie num koye dwumaden omo agapade nyina so oman na je ka ne adan ne de keke ka ho no ai ena sofo ne ba ko nso ewo bank NIB account to be identity one crime and also so o minor freeze ni nyina akodi o minor ho nti no ne krakra mu won komon ketenkete ye ko Zimbabwe ene ohia ne ahokyere nti Zimbabwe man akoye mmra bi se mofra ye ko school parents nye sika mfa ntua school fees a utimi de akokoba utimi de krokro koko aponchi odwan utimi de double bibia ye ayemo e wo fie a wo yen no unye sika no fiscal money ni mfa metua school fees a wo de ba ye timi value na ye de atua nye sankwara ne bebrate akamu atifie anyemo ane so wo ho
but that's a good policy.
It is.
It might sound funny, but it's a good policy.
Yeah. Almost all person almost stock your farm, school farm no. Said the be almost to benya the same.
Exactly.
And it's all aponchi oba ni ya value na ye de ato ba ni school fees amount. And dem ofra ne bebre na ate akamu ti efie no. Bebre na eko school e wo Zimbabwe. Baby kura so de no mo de plastic nyoma say. Any ensuo dia na rubber no wo saba sachet no na ye no so ye we near the sikana value na ye dia to school fees the amount eno krama ekroma sanitation akonani e wo sa kwan ne so nti Ghana kra betimi esua bia enka fin rubber I'm telling you a fin rubber atoku ye gates
progressive in their thoughts sanity
Zimbabwe for the omdi to school fees nti wo nye sika no emfa nkotua wo akokwa wo de kwa ye beje na wo bana ko school.
That's great. That's great. It might sound funny, but that's a very good policy. Yeah, that's it. We can come up to now pay quickly. You can find your message of motivation. Always brought to you by Oyerepa Electricals. Muhammad Ali, the Adedona Enimino, one of the greatest boxers, not in our time, in their time. I think the world greatest by Akeli. Obagana, yes, I saw pictures of him in Ghana, yes, at the time. Akeli quite in the Bonyum, the world greatest. And now, we're going to Sukra de Abonimo. Sahu. Who did say Muhammad Ali? Are you? It's true, and that is a fact. Another pain, you can say, impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration, it's a dare. Impossible is potential, impossible is temporary, impossible is nothing. Yeah, all kind of opinion. Again, I repeat, or say impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration, it's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing.
Muhammad Ali bro for wake kan bebre nyina ayetieti akwesi me kan bom me fa ne line bi kura na anto aso mu ne bom na sama wo kan nyina ekire mu kire se bibia wuti wiase ha wosi enye no enye saa na te enye no kure saa Muhammad Ali na we mi ya enye yi o mi ya enye yi wa kire mu wo se nya hwe enkire hwe entisa hwe na ni nyina mu kura no impossible no kura ne de yi we mi ya enye yi bibia ni ho nipa ya enye yi bibia ni ho mu kura nipa koso aba
of course
onyame boy wo de yetna planet we so nipa se ye be kɔ ne akɔhwɛ ne ye wo planet we achi yakɔhwɛ ni nyina de aba nipa ne te o Neil Armstrong okoba ye no what the feedback if you
of course
na okomu na America flag is so
esi ho
the America flag akɔ plant wo moon so de ne nipa wotene wi ase a eye impossible e de ma enkwa na nyame hugu ye mu ne nkwa na emso gye wo ye nsem a ye ntibe nye ho
exactly
ye ti ase a ye wo nkwan bibie ni ho a wo ya nye ye nti fesu ani so obi amwa wo a na nkyere se wo se wo da o relax before 30 said obi asem kan ye no wudi hia after 30 wudi hia na ye wa mfa nkɔhye wo fa mfa nkɔhye wo ma me bia wa amwa Muhammad Ali se bibia ye possible e wo wi ase a ye tie nti fa to tirim na ye bibi na woni ho da a ye de akae wo
no ye bibi na ni wo da che de akae te busafo and not pay bibia beso ye bia no e possible wo betimi aye. That is the message of motivation. Quickly you go for your word down for the next 24 hours. 84% chance of rain here in Ashanti region, Kumasi to be precise. A year Greater Accra, 30%. So possibility to say we have a bob, crime. But here in Kumasi, it's going to be Timmy Actor. So that is the weather update for the next 24 hours. Get in, see, now what the next say, for your chamber.
Yesika some no said America. American dollar some na mebeka. Bank of Ghana edi giant na pay eno no. Running and sunny Jordan in Nadia and Sasabia Musa. £4 sterling in and 14 in the keke when it turned in a tone who see the Nadia Quasisanji and also say who be now Quasisanji Sidia said the Tiano and a screen or so no. Canadian dollar in 8 cities in China for RMB no and also number 1.5 US dollar in there and only Rempimu Asiedua nya no ne figure wo soro ewo ade so de na so no ne ye didi gwadodo
exactly
ewo man no emunte no e na ya na etai eka ho asempa sikasem no ba bi aduru eni ye beja ne ho na yakọ akwa sports baba yisa aba wa ye krado ne sem wo man ya no pay obehwie ni nyina ngu e de amaye
and nam ene anope nkofo nkroso nsem transfer latest no say and it's Dr. Ba Nyako and nsem atudwa afa GFA Congress na no omoye no de nsem ebeba iberemu e clubs no so ye anope ye de nsem nam nti sports lawyer ni the only sports lawyer in Ghana football and just here MV nano 29th ordinary session of Congress etudwa ewo Kumasi eno ena Dr. Ba Nyako editudwa said nano de etudwa no achese football people no womoye united.
Well, the football people know what they want. I mean, each of the items that was sent to them, which had been agreed by ESCO, was passed. They should tell you that probably the ESCO guys are on the ground. Maybe they also know what the members. You see, the president's speech focus on every component of the stakeholders, from referees to women's football to coast football, and each of them was being given something that probably they are not expected. You saw the way they are. It looks like they gave their wave of approval. So maybe the ESCO, contrary to popular opinion, the ESCO guys are on the ground and they know what the people are, and they are promising them and they are getting their approvals.
Yanko Black Queens no asye adia member no entimi anya no man hwedim se wo mbeye Linda Ishen a player Emma Black Queens or say wo mbe everything possible say Paris Olympic Games no Black Queens ebe qualify.
We work with the coach. Yeah, she has taught us everything what we need to do and how we're going to play. So I think we take it easy, we relax. This is football, so you don't have to, panic or anything. Like, you need to have the confidence. So we approach the game quite easily, and yeah, we win the game. Yeah, and the 23, they did well. This is football. Anything happens in football. Yeah, they did their best. They did whatever they have to do to qualify, but unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Yeah. For the Black Queens, yeah, we are not under any pressure. Like I said, this is football. We play to win. We all want to aim high. We all want to go forward. Yeah. So I think Nora has brought in so many things into Black Queens going forward. Yeah, she has changed so many things, and I think we are now being competitive. Everyone is working hard. Everyone is fighting for a position. So I think she has been very helpful to the Black Queens. And
Yanko Ghana Football Association, Amase Enra ena Ghana ye football DNA no omo epa ontoma omo pa book no ontoma na se beba grow football se yebo tiki kata ni nyina e wo book no ket years okraku e den sem tudwa e wo lunch na se.
It is that by which a thing is specifically recognized. My colleagues here in Gadet, examples such as the multi-system that was coined by our celebrated late national coach, Sam Ade of blessed memory, and Agro, coined by many a Ghanaian, and in recent times championed by the legendary Professor Mohammed Ahmed Polo. We have also heard about the Brazilian samba. We hear about the German machine. We hear about the catenaccio. Indeed, these are but a few examples of how nation states have built identities for their football. As we, at the Ghana Football Association, have said time without number, the fundamentals of our football need to be strengthened if we are to take our rightful place among football's nations of the world. It is in this vein that the idea to identify the threads of our football DNA was conceived. Today marks the birth of a new baby for Ghana football. The football DNA is a long-term, step-by-step plan that fosters growth and excellence in football.
All right, inti yebeko wrestling mu na Adam Cole one Bill na nyasam ketwa enra ewo ring nom ewum se Adam Cole din kunim de nanso Oyerepa ye hwe highlight. All right, abusia yegina so na anopay yemfa good emu nsem no ensi. The name still remains sports lawyer, the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. And I Oyerepa oduefo Nana Asabre Penamai ebeka the man in the morning Manchester United Nino Enra our preseason mu oshemino against Leeds United. Now fe sister Akua ma say ma de nyina amudi news for review no atos the crowd of pay.
Right, it's a beautiful Thursday. Good morning. Minimum Oyerepa. Yes, you are enche ye the interview so nkubi bremo. Nti na me born pepa na fe ye ko but as usual enuanom miensa na yakabo mu a ye de dabon krata hodo abadwa certificate mamo enne ye mfinhie du pepepe ya me yonko menua kwa me amoate o kira de wo KSTS one na yire Eva ka waware ebomu enne almost celebrating big ti kwa me amoate Eva onyame nka moate non to nhire busuo enwu bibia so ewo Yesu din mu amen na mo te say busuafo
adom kitaye mu
ede yankopon se bibia boko ene me ba na me ofa ase bi frem say uncle oduefo na me birthday ya chia me na wa nya me ko school na me say me ya ansa na wa ko school yes so ya na wa ko school ya eti ene aye Alexander ozu sechere birthday Alexander u sechere eco school St. Leo South Central St. Leo ne maame eni Jesse osu Jesse Osekofo yes Jesse Osekofo ye Mrs ana papa no de Emmanuel Osekofo ti mi say Mrs Osekofo ye we say omba Alexander
we dey wo fasamia sene mo ebi sisi a ya wo fasamia
yes
o say ne nephew e wo 5 years na the din ye me dead the din ye nti o 24 de obo awo Aiden Quincy King Henry Aiden Quincy King Henry St. Baden.
Boy, we're gonna need when you're 5 years and there. It's
Quincy King Henry and why?
Yeah, the Daily Graphic and Abusa for Ebra Hasuano paying or say Kolebu team performs first kidney transplant.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And our daughter
Hallelujah.
Yes, say. Nice one. Parliament legalizes weed cultivation for medicinal use. TV. There's a reason a bunch of habapa.
Sana omoka.
As a bunch of habani to say habapa. I say.
Yes, first, you know. Because if you want to know,
yeah.
I'm the bunch of.
And so would be
what you said on their front.
Hey, wonderful. Now, 422 busted for engaging in illegal digital lending. Internet so 492. Now, now, Bank of Ghana they be 2 years for more 900 and something.
Oh, Ghana.
Illegally, pretty, and they say Omachi Mubieno. All right. ECOWAS court or case a Japan deal. Yes, Ghana. SO Isana CSOs. Yeah.
CSOs. Civil Society Organizations.
Yeah. Womana, yes,
Omiamiensa. Transparency International. Ghana Integrity Initiative and a Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition.
And all day a Japan deal no court ECOWAS court ho. Na yese the omoka nyina echi no ECOWAS court no aboagua o se Ghana to aso na enye ya de. In fact, ensem no doors ho anum. Ye fa we ensia because and time no na fa. Daily Graphic no de na ebeka. I'm sure say kidney de say dem say bom nsem no. Ye beka ho bibia na say
I think it's a good thing because you will be there for the medical tourism. So medical tourism a lot of money at the bread a year. Or mine corona was a man. It's in a TBI side area. What it means is that the neighboring countries know where it's so Omuntimin yes on the Bahaba and on Bahabaya, Yebeneska. You see, yes, so young call a butcher be so one you are saving lives here and then you are getting money out of it. It's in your doctors and us. Omo Musia dia come nim to ensure say boy your home omo koswanya I mean sure but me say abrofu kakadu me so Ghana for dia me nim say so omo Ghana callous dia and as omo pop abrofu dia I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking it's a Cuba for Libya.
There is a story here. I say turning prisons into factories. Prisoners, officers train in entrepreneurship.
About the training they are giving the training that.
Training they are but And only issue now already away a big rabbit in a liquid soup. Everything I detergents are good, and in your maybe you cry ye did so below in your manual. Yachra and
I know they give them a training that
into agric.
A man and so
classroom on several occasions. I want what I don't know. You tried in a minimum normal year. You tried it. Exactly.
And now say I did 2 hours a full exactly. So I'm quite there. I'm quite there.
And no matter any you na if you do mu you
so can feed themselves they can feed themselves
and they
can feed themselves
next paper Zimbabwe na di krokro to school fees
you see
very wonderful stuff
daily guide ebreni ntino ya kwa 10 ECOWAS court de ya Japan deal no civil society organizations for the call ya boago na hon sem na wa ntino de ura gofred ya bo adame foni abetoa o se MPP a clear nipa duni nyina flag bearership race no nipa duni nyina ya clear obia ntina je se obia nu a ya vetting out I think say paka o kan say obia be
oh yeah of course we can say obia be
justify inclusion
and one simple matter
over 400 illegal online loan operators arrested but when 422 okay so over okay yeah be sure then oponi dashes to Supreme Court again guess what the car ba ko bi no say ko bi
the case na
Article 97 hands NDC MPs and
when you boycott Parliament for specific days, your seat will be declared vacant. But you can't declare 137 seats vacant. Hey, the by-elections I can say
yes, already the whole year near by-election.
It's the by-election to say 137 constituencies.
Delegate said it was a range way.
It is not fair.
I don't think it's in any order.
I'm not even talking about the order. I'm talking about the choice of people.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, but now they are telling us 3.
See, what was all fair? Be balanced.
Next time, I photo for
and now say, would the vet in form on picture beba? Then, in the way you know, delegate was why segregation. So I didn't find office or me correct you for me contest that delegate.
Delegate,
I say, super delegates conference, no. But we have the first.
Oh, of course, I know there's not. Not two ways about that. That story, I don't think it's true.
Then again,
no, you see, and I was explaining to Frimpong. Say, cause alliance, Ken, warning a day in the morning, be in the campaign. So, what is the meaning of alliance?
In common, I'll bet
so, say probably they are campaigning against him individually because on the preferred choice of the government there. That one is okay. But if you use the word alliance, that is where I have a problem. Alliance, exactly. No more. It is a wrong story. In anybody who sees that story is disregarding.
I see.
This is just disregarding. Go be in the campaign.
What is us?
Be in the campaign. Yeah, be in the campaign.
Now, Rich Mom information be I'm not getting him, but I'm sure say on say 5 for now.
5 for the beko.
5 for beko. Ebia 5 for now mo kwatena fie no. Okay. Omo mo betimi aka say and ye support the person say and I say be can the person say ho. Okay, be a betimi team up. Abe support ba.
Na mo support na so so vote no. Can they betimi aforce almost support say entoma no. Sophisticated.
But you call
but you can't force the person.
After super delegates conference, we won't follow say no. You call November. Still, Ebeko say finally, Obiantiminya one touch.
One touch, Makase.
Obiantimifa. Now, Obiantima one touch now. Papa, Alane can move team no. Ebeko one camp.
The code.
no ma fight it here Baumia.
They could.
Baumia be lusu.
That one they could.
Depend on number of votes will be benya.
No. Because so let me put this in context.
Pass you can say I ya monitor no. Especially we Alan na de compare Mampeni or Tisu say na Alan vote to nothing to write to my about. Me gidi say wokai.
Ba ko bi de
no 2007. Subsequently how subsequently dia. There's been a simple majority. But Legondia no. Nanado and Alan na the party's constitution just say so you have 50+1. Nanado ne Alan omi ne 50+1. That was when Alan said that. Mama nenko and we hear say be call for another round of exactly in this case again Baumia Alan Ken so Ken in nyaba we mu a na ke bit my one touch
yes
but Ken abem no obe hagene it's heading obi nya sa one touch however Ken ne Alan could do some pairing and then
ba ko beti e ba me be lusu me kan
me say sana say no meti ha na me ka so say bra nya me say bra nya buche oze
bet na no me say mo 4000
from my mama we for 1000 mama I to so
o ma gan get me me ko no me jomo ha sisi but no problem
fireless and I'll tell you
Chance focus kano yedi. Abdafo yes ani of yo continue yedi musi han once again Iba ene kwame amote ene mo enjoy mo ho ankasa because 10 years in marriage there enya ketwa mo nyima ne oduefo na na sabre pina man ne because time no so yedi musi ya Christ asomdwe nka mo nyina.
Mitini mo honam na ya me ya me hwe na asie yi
we dey kafra na so ya dey dem ni manu edu we hia procode
oh enane nansa ena me call drugstore ekoto procode na so still na mitri da so pai me procode no kra eni
ma me hwe baby e fake person yan ko drugstore ho me pacho ye to procode baby enye we
oji na we so ye adwuma pepepe se procode na ne boom so edefom
na mentia say samanfo ba say won pe procode mu yi fake e de ma wo mo ente sanso a mu yi foforo kire wo mo say eyi adwuma de sese ne procode yi adwuma na nso da bi edu etumi bo ama ho to won tam de eno ani procode a kojakefo na ye say nye kojak procode enya de ye beje
enti we no original procode no ya twere kojak ngoso ena na hyanso de so boso kojak no
say ye tipaye pepu unimasisi anase ohone dodo wa edu ebetimi aboa ma ho ato ntam de eno ani procode kojakefo na ye
procode KOJACH procode
Sankratwe FD agia to say eye
for JB Bako Enterprise ni.
Say open quality wallpapers ye come for JB Bako Enterprise now. Ye were 3D wallpapers, suede wallpapers, wallpaper glue, prestige painting, wall and CD panels, our borderline stickers, butterfly stickers. Now the other become Ukraine, bear sheet and comforters. Was our JB Alata soup and a JB bar soup. So open near my papa, nebos out for my furniture JB Enterprise.
I'm a JB Multimedia, and MIA posters, banners, billboards, I can see invitation card. Open may be a fat printing one, JB Multimedia, your printed t-shirts, invoice, I didn't printing piano, brand show, I am out. Into event be a wee piano. JB Multimedia, the show, say ye, say a wedding, say program be a wee bia.
Your boss FM abrosigning, your was so and I sound form.
Your son's so official Bako and Sons and Chenho I bang Asiedua house.
JB Bako Enterprise, get the best start of one.
Emribi etwem apomudien ho nsem egi ensem ho emma osuru yedin emma sase ediawere ho enti onyankopon nam da esumu eda nnua ene habama ebeji adasama enkwa ekire adujamfi okumanini barima enu akire no adujamfi esa kotra kwayem ededuanan agwamfa nsuo ankana no menu mienu apomudin panti wenti enigisem onyankopon de yare nyina so tumi ahye Dr. Tamda sonsa gise di wawuo anase yesie no koa ene wontimi na yaresa bia hodie wasiesie ho kama fakakra bi bagwa yaresa ewo kumase abuakwa agogo frayen 0244 774282
oyalfo bia kaise udimafo eye midimafo heba clinic Dr. Tamda.
Yema ya hwefo nyina chebusuafo de mobagana te senbre eso eno no pay bebia ye dane nkomo ne de afa ye ko Ghana AIDS Commission ene wodwuma wo die HIV AIDS no se de ye ka ho asem ne da so a ene yen ete na de anamo na yen ye tu se nipa ya ye de behwe yen ho ne yen kwaso yie se de be ya yare no entretre na anka ye betimi kura no a yebetimi ye free mu kra ede afri ho na no pay ye ne empanimfo bi afri Ghana AIDS Commission de odi kan ye Auntie Olivia Graham ye technical coordinator Ghana AIDS Commission wa Santimantamimu na Elder Ebenezer Saki ya Santimantamimu edwem tani ma Ghana teku member regional committee of Ghana AIDS Commission meni empanimfo mi enu atena se bedi nkomo bisa se HIV se no yesi ye ne kosi covid so amene ene namase ya edi nsemone pa na ehun nsem etisen Auntie Olivia ne Elder me mama kwa ba e de ba Oyerepa TV so mami fefi Auntie Olivia eso ene HIV ni AIDS ehun nsem Ghana nyina atisen ne narrow ne down emra Ashanti region
me da se pa na mi chia etiefonia so eba no HIV a sisi a Ghana ne wo nyipa be say 350,000 in a HIV e wo Ghana na say de ba Ashanti region na nyipa 350,000 e mu be 70% pe in omunyim say omo HIV into 30% ne de omunyim say omo HIV anasa omunyi bi na eba no Ashanti region na ye be 70,000 na ye di Greater Accra echi eba no numbers na the prevalence na ye share population na Ghana ye be 1.67 Ashanti region so de na ye be 1.84 inti nature say wo fa ye kan 1.6 aye nyipa half niti ye rounding off say wo fa nyipa ohabia be say nyipa mienu e wo HIV sa so na Ashanti region so eti by Ashanti region de no wo enyim kakra esen Ghana na afoforo omunya HIV no so e wo afi 2021 no so Ghana nya almost 19,000 ne ba na Ashanti region so a be say 3,500 in nya HIV foforo kra e wo Ashanti region any on mine mo inti na ye share statistics we na cha say HIV no e da so wo pa a e wo ye mantem na hadwen.
I see. Now ka say enipa be 300,000 and over and enya bi eno ye de mu ni mo records mu ana na mo de madwen bu
ye estimate ye the estimate ba out nti ye a ehu say enipa be say ye fa omo ye hu omo wo hospital ye fa population na ye fa indicators bi na ye de egu na ye hu ododo a ewo HIV na no ye estimate say be 350,000 but omo a ye hu omo a omo de duro so no na mo ye be 70% na e cha say sa 30% ne de ye nya hu omo a omo wo HIV na all right but omo wo system no mo nya testing hu say omo wo bi ana so mo nya bi.
See Elder Ghana te ku mo dwuma ne say wo AIDS control ho my Ghana mo
that's in
Beatonka
Ghana HIV and AIDS network
NGO yenso ye hwe apomuden enkeka HIV so ho adwumadi ho na yeso ye adwuma ehye Ghana AIDS Commission ase nti ye adwumadi bia Ghana AIDS Commission omde policy beba no ye na ye implementers anase ye na ye conform na ye kodi dwuma no nti Ghana dwumadi a ye di pa ne se bibia Ghana AIDS Commission de beba no bi de se beka self testing ho asem ye na ye kofom a ye kodi saa dwumadie no wo fom nti ye nya data no na ye de akoma wo mo so so mo monitor ehwe se na se nya na ye
no nyina no you work hand in hand that's Auntie Olivia HIV no ya beka na se Ghana faili ewo ehu da ubomu ana ana so say if you can HIV asem na little girl say me latter part of 80s eba 90s na me sakra na me tese GTV eyi bodero ye can girl child education na HIV so de na mfa me to me bia na ehu ewo nipa mu pa say it seems say asa no ma ye normal me ka say nipa na ya daring nti ana say yare no ne bi mu adwen yo mo say hwe kura ni ho sa anti you can live any life that you want
me ka say yen failure do bone de ekoso na HIV ba foforo no na wo say ye hu dede pa na amanfo te say bibia ba nti no ya awareness creation nti ye create awareness neche na hu say eba no knowledge na wo form but na ayeso bia ate nti afi de ye say fa NGOs te say Garnet mo na de ina omo core ground no ina no mo ye awareness creation nti ye share one on one any small groups na ade na yebe hu say eba no HIV prevalence wo Ghana no endru 2% general population utum say endru 2% ani nyagina dwumadi a kokuo ne obia oye dwuma when say eba na HIV dia enyo bia ye dwuma nto bia dwumadi odi te say enekra Oyerepa say mama ya kwan ya kase sa ade no
asofo ye bi ahemfo ye bi
yes
ebusuapanyi ni parents kure wo fie itu ye mafo
teacher for ne hospital so dwumadi omudi pa hospital no mo mudi dwumadi ne NACP National AIDS and HIV STI control program I Ghana Health Service ase nti ye hwe sa dwumadi no bia di ne dia ekoso eno nti na metumi aka say ma no prevalence na de no still ehuva bebia ewo no ne de ye pese ba fom pa ye ntumi ma ne ba fom pa ye new infection is there afoforo na munya HIV ewo afi bia mu no eno na ye pese e ba fom kra na ka pese ye nya ka wo se tipa be say below 3,000 but ye tumu say still ye 19,000 20,000 na e wo soro ina afi so still ehu onyipe mu aya amanfo mpese omo teste na say ye pese ba koso ye go ba koso ye say ye be ND8 by 2030 na ye ka say ye ND8 a eno che say ye pese ehu omo a omo wo HIV nya at least 95% enti ehu omo sa na ye to me the be 95% to eduro so ye betumi ehu say be 95% so nya viral suppression na ye 95 strategy na obe say once anyipa ne dey djuru no so eye den pa sa de be ma afoforo nti eno sa ne na cha say afoforo ntumi nya HIV no ina no amanfo so dey djuru so mo nko 8 stage nti ne ba ne sa na etumi ehu so bia wo HIV no ye fon no eno ye yare na wotumi wu enjebe within a year no why basa nti etumi yesa anyoma we nya ebe hu say ya ND8 so bia anko 8 nti wo HIV kra wo HIV state wotumi manage wotumi ye wedwuma hwe wo ma ekoba ne bibia school a wotumi ko nti eno ne ye botaya eda ye nyima ye pese yetumi ye
ye hu ne said bia said ye wusi kan se eso ntimi nte ase new cases e ba no ye nyaaya nanka ye bi kra ne ye record 0 anka e beda nyame ase pa enso entumi nya ne sa periodic rise no again e deba afutu no ne yente ana se jani ejeja yen ho ye mfa ye ni nkoso se bibisa wo ha di nsemone ana
metumi aka say kwan a HIV free back mu ko afoforo mu no eye titiri ni pa ye ndem wo mbo ho ban chese won hye condom nti no ye 80% any mother to child ma me no wo bi otumi de man ba no ye 15% ene 5% ne ye to say needle stick blades ne sharps any pandia will be about or HIV and so on. It's a share 80% in nature say amount for bebre no still omo person omo din pema gra omo person be share use condom be bomb ho ban no enti we ne meka say no nye kwan titiro pa ema new cases no e kosro se nanka ebia wunye obi kodi mpemu agro ne se wunyim se nyipa no se wo HIV anaso onye HIV anka ye beka se wo se obo ho ban ebia ne wunyim se nyipa no onyi bi na no de mo ambo ho ban ya na no ano no eno kra se won pese nyinsem bai wutumi you see condom na ebebo ho ban efri nyinsem mu enti titire ne pa ye se ye mpese ye be you see condom na boy ho ban
na no ya mo bi say the reason o mo de mamu say obeji na ni no 5 minutes 10 minutes no then say we benya or how the rest of your life no ya na o mutimi compare etimi edidusu say any journey the bebe twam na emum you live with it the rest of your life and ya na mo hu
ye mo hu na bi asema bi be ka kire onye say se we di tofia
de ni hu no mfra
ye yi hu no na wundi hu no mfra enti cha say ebi wo ho a omope ombese honam to honam enti na no se na ya ma hu say honam to honam na obenya infection bia for the rest say see ade edro ho onya HIV edro ho de but for the rest of your life no ube say ubeda edro so saa enti ye de nya ade a aka ubebo ho ban se na wunya ina kakra na ewo no na cha se etumi amanage ama omo edro no so ye free de but ni enhwe hu say obi na ato in a chiaka internet to money free because for the rest of your life no it don't so there na can board them pa and yes sir na yes wo ARVs the board them pa but development partners to say global fund any USAID for any aban in a ato in a chiaka to me the ma omo HIV do free nti e beka say ehu hia pa say ye bebo ye ho ban mom se nya be ya yenya infection it says malaria wo hode ba ye beka cho say wo say woda mosquito net se na be ya wunya malaria ansa wakoto idro say wonom nti sanyi dewro na ye koso ebo say amanfo mbo ho ban because HIV na nko bebia eda so wo ho pa
ese so kra de ho nkomodie ni kofom na ikra covid kra nkomodie ekofom elder mo na mo ko efom grounds na mo ko hia nipa no na bi kra mo na mo twe Ace Commission for near Pondina Drain AC a so. Mokwa ya no more encounter de. Again, some ya modeko. Now, most of the feedback na ya de mamon.
Me da say. HIV. Nipa bi wo adwene bi se eye yare a eye to yare. Nti wo mo sa no se o ka kire wo mo se eye yare a wo na okofa ema wo ho a eya na omo adwene eye omo kesrene nti omo da so eye ne omo eye na gise ato wo omo anasa ato obi a oben wo omo ansana omo agiedi
enti mokona sere bi ju omo ho achinye se bibia ni ho sa wo
oh bebre
me matiso bi kan bi da covid kura ne bi se bibia ni ho sa
nti sankrofo ne de ya na den se obeka kire se omo ne ho ban a obeje atum ene wo bisusu a omugidie e kire omo se HIV kura de ne trimu emre enkuni pantam ene so edro ho
so mo e so kakra
enti mami nyimeni kakra den edro ho no mo nenso nipa de obia ne napomoden se ne sitie obi wo no de betena saa enya ne hwe wososo e kan wa ye do to edro so sade nenso na wokọ nti ne ama mienu a ema ye kan say behavioral change ne pampese on besesa o musuban e wo ho no on the ground no ne ama mienu a
mo shia manfo mo brew we wo beka sa brands and wetimi a convince obi e wo sa kwan ni so Auntie Olivia death rate e wo HIV mu no ya munya starts no records na te sen e kum ni pass say sa
2021 data no over 12,000 people in AIDS ekumum through AIDS e wo Ghana etumi kumum inte e wo soro inte hadwen because we ni ebi wo ho a waka wo hu se wo HIV de ebi wo ho onyim inte ono ne de emfa ne nsenchen obi wo ho onyim se wo HIV aka kire no ba se na elder kan ye no onje ntum ebi wo ho se me nje ntum to denial onje ntum te dro no kra onkonkoje eno bi so wo ho be ka se okọ akọpe cure na HIV ni cure nyi ho de ye wo ne ye treatment e wo hospitals
de manage
inti ye de manage ebre emowa na se se na ebe ya entumi embubu inti ebre mbo na se sai drink time bi eti say wunyi HIV na nkasa Nti ebi so wo ho a eyesa na mo yesa mo ko te say herbalist mo ko prayer camps na de no me gya eduro no no. Nti no ba ne sa na wo be hu say sometimes so mutumi wo hu mo hospital finally but ebi wo ho a ebeba no na ase aha na mo tumi efri mo. Nti we ni enyoma bi a ha adwen a ema 8 etumi kum amanfo pa no.
Na mo kan voluntary test ho asem. Some wa to say the check your pressure, they cry, you move a machine, maybe wow, sorry, now I check your day. More voluntary test as some Ghana 4G2 mo. May the bus say self testing and also so and once a month. And for labs and for hospital for testing HIV status and just say, sorry, I my or so be warrior. Omo ye de aboa why wom say you nipa ne right or kasa on testing to me but we are no so boa wan kasa
nti voluntary testing ne dey say sometimes you call outreaches nti sometimes we wo lorry station you to me call sorry you to me ko bibia mox ne ade nya amanfo bakakra ebe test but sometimes we won say bi mu wo ho a omusuro nti omuntu me emba mbe test obi wo ho a o feel say obi be hu ni status na yes test say confidential pa nya de obi be hu baby wo suro say obi be hu ni status obi we ye ne den crowd say on test cra na hospital say bi mo ho a omoko hospital a aya omo ko bisa say ye ndi omo test no na strategy ba kwa ye de ba ye say wo call hospital na wo yare when you say your brother say omo call hospital into wo call hospital na wo yare say na ye test bebre doctor nso betumi aka so okay ma ye nhwe we so aha ka ho na ya hwe bia bo hwe na ye no a e no de ano aduro ma wa na cha so ho ato ina afi ye bi te entry point udru hospital ha ye catch you say okay ye wo HIV test ho ye test wa na nti OPD ho na bebia emergency center ho na yetumi test and so say wo HIV ana ya bo wa ma na nti no sa na ye yetumi peke cases p nti voluntary na ekoso kakra but ebimu wo ho de aye ne den a oye say onye
and okaso onye nso aye say a patient right want me enforce on such nchina ye be na na yes mo the self testing bi nso aba eno ne ye den
nti self test ne ye kit ne bia etise emfa ne say etise pregnancy test a wotumi call pharmacy na wakoto na wakofi akoye nti self testing HIV no so sa nete obenya kit no wokofi a wokotena se a na wankasa why test no nti we test no na say bia you can reactive we who say a reactive na wako hospital na wa
what did buy na elder you to any anything say net here I see until you are career we are elder better say
enti wankasa to me call wankasa ogia na wako fie na wako test nti oni obi anyi ho nti wa wo ye o test de wo behu no na wako waba apomodinfo amane but we na nyese wo ya na bia react no chese wo HIV I was say wo hospital na ye o test na ye wo hospital na ye 3 because ye mpese ye beka so bi wo HIV abra onyi nti ye o ba ko na ye hu say react chese bia HIV wo na ye o second one different test and also chese bia HIV betumi wa say ye third one and also kase HIV no wo mojemu a ansan ye do ato edro so nti sa na self test na de entry point nti wa wo ye wo fie na wo hu se na esiti a okay HIV de be kiro se na etie nti HIV wo ma na afei wa frɛ apomodinfo no na wakɔ na ya ye
test na mo ye wayi na test no ye no nyina wo nti ya ye bi da mo cancel nipa no ma ne hu ansakra ne akoso mu gya na hwe enti na mabɔ adwene ne pɔsɛ wokɔ bibi kɔ ba mu a na wahu sɛ de obetena na ye tot kit di akofie na akɔye ne bi wo mu a na no efie ho no zamba ne nipa hange ne ho ho eno ne so mo consider no so sɛ de betimi results betimi de aba
anything na ye ka sɛ we na obeye no de obehu ne nkyerɛ sɛ HIV ene bi wo mogem eno so the answer de be ma o sɛ enye obekasa kakra afa ho cancel kakra afa ho ansa wakoye na wiwie so ya ka cho say we nkyere say HIV mo wa ne bi wo mogem enti wiwie a wo say wo call hospital na ye test no yenyo fast stages no mu nya na ehu se ampa ebi wo meti sa process no ye be cancel pa so ye answer ye do afa sa process no mu na wunya yehu se wo HIV na cha sa afi ya cancel na do ato eduro no so se na be ya when the first na ka obi wo HIV a etumi manage o kakra wa ho de no do point bi a na afi do ato so basesi a ne de ehu se wo HIV pe aswanso na ye do beto eduro no so se na be ya
se de wanya pressure ususu ba ku mienu na wo so na doctor said start no maduro ebe bo wa elder fiase na chen se de kit ni ye adwuma na ye rempato chunsu esi ba adwuma me na ebi anu ne si ne
etie nti wote ano a obi hu fluid na arbe test no ene ne container ewom
se moja na ye test right
there
na ye dey fluid we dey ntosio ye
dey yen kan se ntosio na emum osi achi esoro ne form no gam na wo ho
no dey na be fa
nti container na be test no enie nti wote ana obehu stick bi so ewom nti we na ade be fa ho
okay
nti we no so no ye nso ano no nti wote ano na ode we na esisu se no na ade afa ose no esoro na de afa form no
so gam ne so
ba kope na fe na wabie so obie sa na de ashim
ada bie mai se ni bie nya de a ye pese ya hwefo nyina hu se de ade no be ebusafo HIV ni test wa ha no nti
o metimi a test kwa
test to the befa gam no
ai
na fe
na de ashim no we jai no for 20 minutes.
Hey, 20 minutes and then I say 100 days so.
No journey for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes no, we be say line bi beba. You see ne with tea. Beba. The line about see na sambe tea na.
E beti afa ni mienu nyina.
E beti me aba ni mienu. Line kokko bi beba. Se ba ni mienu na. Na kire say e beti me aba se na Auntie Olivia kan ne say.
Enye positive.
Wo bi.
Anase wo bi.
Se ba mienu ne de a e beti me aba se wo bi. Nti no en confirm yes wa ko hospital na mo the blood test and I confirmatory test na say otie ye na ko baba ko de a en na che say ohuso
na baba ko na be si na na ti na na positive
e be si ho no mo
na be ti ni so na baba ko
emma se ko ba e wo si ni pa na be ba wo ho
se bi ni mo
se ko ba ti ni ho no mo de a e bia e bitima ye faint pa
light
nti no so che say e bia na test no wa nye ni ye ya ma okwan say e bia ade chance ai bio you too nkrofo say ana say instructions that wo ho no kire say obeya eni say wa hohoro wanum ana wa
so ya brush no pa enye ne sa
obenya me de me kwa me ka kire so so no papa na waye
ansakra no wa brush
ansana wa brush kra waye na emom say dwumadie bi ntino wo pese wo ye e wo ho a say e bia be 30 minutes unum nsuo ana say onhoro wanum onfa gambia nto wanum a eno no ubetimi eno so aye na wahwe
I see
ye kona ye bohu dawro e kire nkrofo a Senator Olivia kai no nipa bi suro se on beye nti ni ameta ka kire wo mo ne se yare be na se ewo ho a na se wudni mu a eye mawo do in space advantage mawo no man se wo ti yare wudnim se wo ti yare se wudni mu a ebetimi akun nti HIV sa pepe na tie
fa pressure kra enye ti yare kwa de pai wa wote se uti pai no bo ha pressure hye ne ho so ni 10 years 15 years no de to da kra kan no ho a se de wo ya
nti HIV so no wo mo se ye kan huhu na enye hu sa nti hu se wo bia ye betime de wato aduro so ama wonne obia tenase aye wadwuma se ne wo se wo ye ni bia ento
abusuafo nkomo na de na so ye bre no aso anopa ye ne Ghana Ace Commission na Ghana tekuo emu mpanimfo na ehia self testing nti ne de abaha no bia nkope bi ntokit no wa wuti fia na wo test bi agro bi ebinum adi afa ba bi pen na ya na di hu ne ba no agro bi ye ebinum adi afa ba bi pen so ni nyina mu no whether wo check ya wan check ya ehye ho anamboa ye better se wo be hu na wasi ano kwan me de Auntie Olivia Graham our technical coordinator Ghana Ace Commission Ashanti region and Elder Ebenezer Saki Ashanti regional chairman Ghana Tekua omo eboa Ghana Ace Commission na omo tufu efa HIV ni AIDS ho meeting the Akua Asiedua ye the Ghana te say AC a abusuafo HIV ni AIDS real e wo ho sade bibia wo ho a hu no HIV wo ho nti ya na wahwe hu yi ye de mo si ha health and lifestyle ene to aso
A good Thursday. Obrempon basapon yankupo trade ampoada Roma. Ya sign eshiemu bio kola fianku. Ye bembe ye bulika where de pan. Big up still fi all me I drink them. Me love ya. Me di PSC ladi and pay health and lifestyle any day ba. Na topica ye beka ho asem no. Ebema menopause. Hey. Ya da mo ya wo se man kwa na enya menopause. Come menopause mo ana
asho me das me share tiefo anope emma dodo no a de obi be hunu no obi nhu bi so oba ye ma so a oba wachi ma pen ko ade obedu baabi o wetwabra eye wo ye ho hwie yi sanete me anka se me nyine ye menye hu obi a wo ntwabra a wadu ni mpani fi odu be ase watwam 55 fie aduonum ma wo ntwabra ebi ade obeka nse metwa na emum e wo ha no ehu moja enti ye hyebra ase ye twabra nenso mema de ne ntisa mema de no ye wo mo hye abrabo ase se ye friend no puberty so am adolescence no puberty ya wadru a o ba be bobo hihye
doc we de ye yiketo abi ma menye LPM mra na ye nto aso nkomo no aye very interesting ye twen papa bi so obeba beti enti ye na program no dwumadie Qless cough syrup ene kramu eye wadru papa se me kasa tintin na sen awobi a eba me so ene ewa bi enye Qless cough syrup kaba easy bani kenye easy mame kayayi karifi enka eden Qless Keolex Qless cough syrup ewadro papa Fidel Pharmacy for enaye edro Fidel Pharmacy ubenya biato ewo over the counter OTC ana pharmacy shops ewo Ghana bebia na chichuru kumase ade Danny Farmer wo Ashtown Ozon's Chemist wo Adeshiman Western Pharmacy ewo Sofa Line ene Bantima and Joe Paul Pharmacy Ewa Stadium Food and Drugs Authority Aji Atom 0243 1934 75 0243 1934 75 Yanko come so doc kafra se bitwa wa no
PS enti na me kan say o ka se male menopause na andropause na enti se mma de mma yan de no de ye wa ahyase e na ye wo na wie ahyase nso ba bebu ne nsa na wie nso ba betwabra mema de ne ntisa ye ni bre bi a si we de wa hya bibi ase na o de kɔ na wie aha na anti akoma saa andropause no ye word bi a ebi mu gitum se wo ho ebi nyintum se wo ho aha enti no ne ye nyina ne se be madu ne mpani mfie so a se ne oba ne mpani mfie so bobɔ no fo ni moto emunwi ba na ha emunwi ba ne saa na ma saa na emu anso te na nduro na ewo honam dua ne mu a na hormone na chemical na emma saa de ne ba fe ne testosterone enti ye ka andropause ni ye ka nyina ne se ye nhwehwemu ehunu se obu wo ha testosterone no so te a emma ne nsunsanso obi na ne e ka me nyina se testosterone ne so te no de be me bia udi mfie aduasa ekọ na esote esa ase ete nhwehwemu kra kire se afi bia no esote oha nchichemu baako 1%. Na wo no afi bia no oha nchemu baako na ate afiri so te be form san akopim se bedu baabi a akọ form a edi nsunsanso abro na nso me kan ka sanye obia ne nya san nsunsanso no so ahu enti
obi ha Dr. Mintwa no bo ani de ni ginamu atola
sana me
chese ne de ne so ntin ma ne nwe kora ma ne nkokora
esote
na enwe kora
sania me kan beche mu se me de emfa ne se na eda aduo no e fa ne keke ati aba bedru enum wo so de abedru num enso behwe no na de ha me ebi hawo sana mbese me kire obi a de esote na enso no nsunsanso ya de ba ne obi a na enya
okay
ye hwe nsunsanso ne kwa ne den
okay
se esote a de e fa ne andropause no de e pechire nyina ne se enka be ma no sori anopa a obehu se ne ate no na nka ne be ma na pagya etimi jai nye e manto to asa no pa bia behu ne saa obi o nso so a akono pa se obetimi ne obehia na fe de na akono na akofom o si su no bi ama ne ma nyensa nne sila obi twemu a obehwe no ama asanya akono ama ne na atenka no eni ho akono ni ni me ka ho obi won so akono ne so nte odanyane a epagya kama na so ko oba ho a intimi mpagya na efe ne erectile dysfunction eno so twemu a obi won so a obetimi akọ oba ho bepagya kama enso so no ode boss wa na wagye eno so ye niema ne bi nti eno ye kan body nto fa afa ne sexual dysfunction nhyiamudie ho chimato a etimi ba na maboso no enti ye nkwonkwo hwe nipa na nkasa nso no na bosu no ne honam dua no se ne yetie ye nim se nti amekofa ba ye se abamu ahya ase se onyini a wonse ne boye kese ne minimu ayedu aha enti testosterone no ana chemical na control saa emema enyini na yese so te no eso te no obi o ha mema se na nanka wabo no ese we do macho man eso te enhum eyi no macho bulk no eba form aha eno wo ho ena ema wo sha
se ya to utimi nyinsen ana sanso be o se utimi nyinsen ana ema ni timi nyinsen se obetimi anyinsen ma no eso timeti ne titru wanya efie eduosian wotwe ekodo so ahu eno nkyere se ontimi nyimo bi na enso so saa ahoden no sintimi ba fom se wanyina duru saa no enso yenyina ni tua se wujai obi mfie aduon wotwe kora wotimi nyimo bi so ahu nti na meka se term no enhye danye a well defined term aha enti no ebi na di mfoni ato hoyi nipa no afa na ne mu ahya se yedru muscle no e ba fom ba ne mu ahya se macho ne swate renefu se ne aye aha na afa yi prostate ya de bi e ka ho ase mema prostate ne ya de a e ka be ma na bosu ho a e chi nuro bi e fa be ma no mbra be ma ne obehia e ma e fa lubrication e ho no ye tro kama aha prostate ne sha ase se ye kese na saa bre no so se ubetumi anya prostate cancer no so kosoro broni fe ne risk eno so kosoro aha ena afi no wo fat body fat no so timi e kosoro ena am se testosterone so at na ye hormone na ena ma wugina so no afi na wo risk because some things will be atmase se ubetumi anya heart problems heart attack ne akomayare na no so na kosoro se obenya stroke eno so kosro ena ya na nipa no bu ho a bebre bia ni ha aba na fam akwadworo aba na fam ese ya na wa bre se na nka wa ahoden kane no so bu ho akwa won so sha ase na oye mason na baba bre ne mente bre na oye mason odina so tia yi no wo ho but edu ba bi na ne boys na
dodo na peja we brem tu be hunu na afei oni nyinim no waye kakra ma saa muscles nyina ayere afiri ho eno nso so wo ho aha nti eno ye nsunsanso ni bia etime de ba ma ye re mfi se ye kan ne ye kan akose se nipa na ankasa nso so no ne bobre ne yare e wo ne ho ne na brabo enso timi afa lifestyle eno ne ye ka ho ye lifestyle ne ye ho adwuma ye ka lifestyle na obi a onom ne ma ene ye bo aka ne e cigarette na ye nim enso ne de ne ma nom na dooso tramol wo ho cocaine wo ho heroin panie de wo e wo ho ne ye hwia ne de wasa ne de punu ene ma ne dooso obi aka ne ehu obi onom weed na married one na wo ha wo be hu ene ebinom de gu tea mu nti ene de obeye den wo hwe nanim a wo hu no hwe so hu ne meche na ha saa ne ma no nso so etimi affect saa andropause ekwa be fa so ebe nyawo so hu aha ena yare bi te diabetes wo so hypertension wo so a already no esiche yare ntimi ma onya stroke etimi nso ma onya heart disease akuma yare saa na hypertension so timi ye na andropause nso asan abeka ho so ahun ti ni nyina ye possible ne ma ebetimi asi
doc obi question odi aba ne say be me bu an mranti brem me ke wa ware wa jane yire ho ebi okwa akra na okofa akoda ko to wo ma bi alekel girl koda ode no ko yi styles ya ebro ejaso stars ebro wo faso obi kura ko to the sense say o ma kwada keto no hu hwe ahoma no sa hwe otimi osi hu me na na hu ne sa no ma no a enye yi no eno ntimi affect ne nkokra bremu ana obi wo ho no ma wanyini so kwada kete o pesticides akese eno no ntimi affect no ana effect a betumi anya ne say sene na wugina so ana wa hoden wo ho na sese so atie no eya na ma mema no wo mudie ne ba fom ese wa ye disappointed ono na nka bia wetumi akoba miensan nan ana na ebro sa sese okoba akwa bia no kra okọ ho ana waje mu tie oboni ka say psychologically hye won so aha enna ya na etoda obi ede sa midlife crisis ni etimi de be for andropause no entine na ka afi na time I was secondary school bi ne na bi oye de kitchen aduane si so okowia ya one namfo okowia no pa e ko dan ho na aduane madi amana sa afi no betina sa abedwen ho abenu benya nuhu bi abenya depression ne ade nti se nipa ne boss abra na ne mpani fie so na onya hoden ye sa na e ma no Emma edi areho bi ni help bit me abeto no so psychological stress so we can ho den libido ko form ne ho no ma ko form ne muscles ko form so na nkwada nketo wo pese wo yi sitai sakese e be bi mu kura mi ma kokora bi okutapoma na me adwuma wo ba bi akokora na wo so poma yi sei wo beto aphrodisiac wo se man power wo be dibi
se eya na se bi mpreduasa mema ne hu no se ene ma mo ye mema ana se ene ye o mani mo nyam nti de oba o de be maintain bia asante bo ka se bi mu edu nti bi me mesin mechire but o ma pese o mo kire se wotina oba ba ho kura na etimi edi udem e wo sa akwan so na enye no kure de ete ne se eya na mema ne bi wa de nti a edu sa abre no ko ntimi nyaa no we hu so okọ na ye ho a ahoni ni ho sa so eya ne se okọ oba afoforo ho a oba afoforo na okọ no bi odi eduro ni twam a eye new environment, new person. Inti honam na nkasa e fe be excitement. Etimi ma unya energy strong because I feel na nipa no hu ne ho for the first time. Obi e no eto atade mo no ma na ni nso. Mata de ehye mi say obi na de be che me.
Yeah.
E ma ni gine ma ni kanti ma hye. E me fe. Enti wa hu oba afoforo ne de ahoɔden ne kakra na aka no an eno abekeke ne ho na ya adwuma no nkyerɛ sɛ wa ahoɔden dada no ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna nsa nso nkyerɛ sɛ woyiri ntina untimi enye ne ese woye so ahu nti otototo koso saa na edu baabi na afa de wode kwa abonten kwa na so oboso na mmo a na afa na de more psychological stress e de abrewo
okay obi so ho a wanya male pattern baldness na hanu na ni nwinu area alopecia ko ni nwinu ne ha eno so eka andropause ho ana
yo me da say etipa no ewa abusuam etipa no ewa abusuam obi ho no mo a obi kwa say obu a just say sin to 20 extra ne ti bepa aha ti fa no abusuam na ene andropause no connection ana ene testosterone level no connection
okay
testosterone na chemical na e ma obema ye be ma na so wote no it me affect nwini ma enwi no so kwa achiri na emo obi wo kwa make say sa bref no nya 24 years eti ko keke kan sa na afi no wodi hu ne ya be to so aha
ba betia ba say intact na efre busuamu ni nti ena ama na ashase okay
so ahun say ye kan say testosterone ne ko form a uti betimi apa eso be hu obi wa ba akokora so na ne ti no enwi ni gina so
yeah
empire aha enti fie bia ni modie enti say ye de no ye nyini na ye ti pa ubeto a wo de be pantentem se na ye de ne tie na aha enti ye connected na so nye obi a na enya ne science nsuaso ne pepepe
ye we obema bi so ho onyini a opemanso pa When what to be a war per manson, yes, all per man, said Omoka so about pay all menopause, yes, a Cassano one. Baby, you own so per manson, papa, and maybe so.
Aha, they make when they say, medical can say testosterone cough from my mom mood changes. So depression can home.
Okay.
Anxiety can cry. And near my say, can any subi and not auntie, be anka or ba fee no crano. So what dear be an easy ho. Nanka nsuo she fridge munyi nka ho ankaka ne we so yakoye ni nsuo ene no one wo kontokwa so yi hormonal changes ni bia aha it made ba ena sene ye kan no be ma bi wo ho nanka sene na wode ahye ne yire a opene ne ema no na ensesan abem enam se ono an nanka san nipadua num eni gie nim bom kakra abem ebia kan nanka osori a ne makakra obeye bi kwa efie obefa sika ndo kakra na bibia ye nani ha so ho e na ahoden ankasa no so no eni what second no biu ti sanity
doc eni ebeye se ebe ma bi wo ha wo nyini o se andropause na sha se free 30 years eko ne mema yo
enye andropause na sha se free 30 years andropause na ankasa de 50 no mo de apege no ke mum testosterone chemical na esote ne chance free 30 years na so no emensun sanso bia na ye nwe fi say obi anya 50 years obi anya 60 obi anya 70 ye kan nyina no ohun bi ogina enti no ebia ne tikura apa ye busuam ne timpai 70 years no de no wokwa dodo anu wokwa no wokọ uma ne mienu miensa obetimi agina no enti no enye obia na fem sana mbese mekire no obia na fem saa pepepe
emema dodo no ano obi ho no ma obehu akwada be 35 meka so ya akwada na onenam ope aphrodisia ope edura ebe charge ne battery dendende ntie ne ama ebupa menim sesa ahoden no wunyini no wose emema ne te ase se Umirika kono esobeti ana mpamu agudie no esobeti nti omumfa ne sa na se omungusua ennumaduro no emfa nhyemu ma
mepacho enuro no me de ehu kakra utira anya yi a edo bi okra akofa ebekum obe ma no encheri bia ebisiye se ne ekoya ne se be ma ne peja obi wade wode be ye awie so enyo biu entimenyo
menim obi a ne de yekotwa ntini na wase na
sa enti entimenyo no ne ebekwa akoya ne se ode besie ode chadu be 3 days ede ya osoba be ekona wontumi biu na afina na ode ko hospital se no ko na de ese ye ma manage no edu a wuti anya yi afun light off peja biu nyese obi na ahye da yesa we di kind de ahye wo ho ahyase na wo de kode ya ye wo ne ma ye ya ebetimi adwani moja ne na fro be ma no ko ginem na ama mu aye den ese san na chiba nti we ntimi nsan ba enfrim nti na yesa no ti se eto sa na akontem aya na mu but echa ye betimi ama na dwo mutire anya yi a operation na ye no entimi nsori biu enti nunum ne de mi ntufo mese mema ne ti ase ese na nye ne dodo a obeye eye bra obenya manipa na one ne wo saa ayonkofa no ene monkita hodie no menim ara emre bi bebeto menim obi baaye se obepe dru adan a one oba bi ti oba na nyinse bo se oba ne ho ade oba ne se one ne hia empredodo ne no so nti onware no menim se man na mo saa pressure na but Hosem, say where she a bema in the soon a bite is of Obana Sempa, Bema Pewasema, Ubi be any while beya, any bufu, for one and one that you. And so soon, and nam say, sad year, in terms of money, be smart, money pressure, Emma more pressure on due pressure, and now for finance men, and money be you. Well, Sunday money in the pressure about a more 35 years, the 8 million Andrew post now, ma, a be our uncle can a war from. Ebi kwa woni adwuma ye ebi esika anya eni obotom ti adwendwen betimi aye saa ti menyi ni se mema no fefa nru e wo saa kwan no so
ye da se na my last question me busa ne se said the menopause ma ko menopause mo a ye se wo mo kunu no enso omumu no kwan omu ne omu tire ye no de afuto na ade be ma emma e wo mo kunu no mo a wo mo ho nsuo yi e kɔ fom yi no man sa se nya sa nsuso yi
ye da se pa e ye aduane die me gidi se ye ha ye tie die se ekom ebeba ye se oba na ama na ekunu aduane ani enti no omaduane die han enuaba se ohwe na aduane ye onte srade so enam a efe ni red meat enam aye kokko na ntwinam ne ade ne nyina wote so na ade fish wobeboa no se ana otoda kwa gese wo kai wo mo bi kwa oda aduro be so gese ohwe e ma ne nom wobekasa ansa no wanom yi mira me nante kakra no pa makọ work bi nti support ne se wehwe na aduane yi na waboa na ma moye exercise kakra enkomodie ni abotre nso so ebeboa ebi ana na me bia na kanne no oye no ontimi nye bi ese onya ne ho abotre nti just partner support na obetimi dia ya ifa ne betimi ne watena
doc ye ko o contact ne de keka ho
edamo asese de bia mutie ye your number no is 020 818 56 020 818 56 bi ache wadwes na obusan ya ope ache akwan so a ebetimi ache o South Insurance so Ghana Water and Sewage ho junction no so ho awura ho a ubetimi anya na na yedi nkomo
awo ho nsem nyina moye
an sanity
yeda mo ase ye change over ye move over kwasi park house me take over media America ne say efo ho de mama keke wo yira tan yire ho na ekira bi ni say andropos no e chewo na wo ye ye se ohia support na wo yire nso etimi support wo yie pa yesa ho de wo koma ma no wa abonti unya bre ma wo yire ne ade afi wa ye de he no na afi na ade ba beto yire so de me kire no ye baraka gajamala la kwena mi akatata nyi fijia mi wala don tipo osi yezozo tipo osi yemfa tipo osi pa malo halo obrigado fanda go imungo de ye da munyina mo asi big up still fi al militant ye da mo asi encantadios adios ye besensia. Actually say property fridge there ekulu papa me fear had there property near man kwana me use esanse ma me fear ha ye fene ma brabono so ye mrese my property.
Mommy, I want ice cream.
So what the fridges, freezers, TVs, air conditioners, washing machine, gas cookers, microwaves, blenders, electric irons, rice cookers.
Any near kahu biara top up record property dear and no ne ye gigi.
And then my mama dear property use.
Property electronics, papa, entry in Namukania, your fridges no, what are the shema, ne coolie, a sun say, your compressors no, and what dimpa, Ubenya Biato, our Ghana Fanenina, Upe Bieto Ato,
Tony Sack Electronics, SD Karam Dynamo, a Dum Kumase, a by Methodist Asson. Property, top papa preco.
That day, at yes, no, say, that day, hey, not some coming maybe more. Bro, I know you're
sister. Me say, what we need to assemble, you must say, but just say, and Tontuma for me, they are also.
And Tontum, that's so you walk from her. Wabra Kanye electrical mosquito repellent, Elbusu walk from her. Apamu Chrome hand Tontum, out down on my bego.
Can you do
electrical mosquito repellent?
Sir,
me say, when you're plug, what would them say, Kim? Abwe bien timi raho obetimi adama nwato eduro no woto eba ho ban no obetimi asa akotu abeton asa nya sika gu botom na de ajoyere no ma
Nature say, met me the Baba Quakum no mamma.
Rebecum no ma be
Ah, mitini mo honam na ya me ya. Me hwi na asie yi.
Ah, we dey kafra. Na so ya dey dem ni manu edu. We hia Procode.
Oh, enane nansa ena me call drugstore ekoto Procode. Na so still na mitini da so pai me. Procode nkra eni.
Ma menhwe, baby, eye fake. Person yan kwa drugstore ho. Me pacho ye to Procode. Baby, enye we.
Oji, na we so ye adwuma pepepe se Procode na ne boom so edefom.
Aya na mentia say amanfo ba say wo mpe Procode. Muyi fake edema wo. Ente sanso a, muyi foforo kire wo mo say, eye adwuma de sese ne Procode ye adwuma na. Nanso debi, edu etumi bo ama wo to wo ntem de. Eno ani Procode a, kojakefo na ye. Senye kojak Procode, enya ade ye beje.
Ah, enti we no original Procode no. Ya twere kojak go so, ena na hyanso de so boso kojak no.
Say ye tipaye. Pepu, unuma sisi. Anase ohone dodo wa edu ebetimi abo ama ho ato ntam de eno
Abedimbo kwa mikofi kinata.
Ebusafo me director mu se me Kofi Kinata sempa enti why na dwuni se de bia me share agenda na sibe obebo Kinata kaka dia mami Madanasi. In fact, I like him. I love his music. I think in our current generation is one of the fantastic musicians I wo bonyansa nyum pa Kofi Kinata enti me penonyum pa. Anyway, yema obibia akwaba. Back to Oyerepa TV. We may do your OBT agenda, of course. Big thank you to Akua. Now, Akua conversation and the day, you know. Now, and go for testing. Go for some who. So it is better not to know than to know and will give you problems. Necessarily, say self-testing. Hey. Anyway, but that was a great conversation. So thank you to Akua and PSA with the health and lifestyle segment on the show. Agenda this morning, Mokai and Dra. There was a spirited debate of Parliament over a leak tape conspiracy to oust the IGP. A security police in Penufobia. So me IGP in the field, that is Dr. Bekufu Dampari. Because almost clearly said Dr. Dampari was 2024 MPP. Almost breaking 18. Well, none of pay because Parliament is set to probe it. And then the NPP flag bearership race. Yeah, it's in from them. Say, some of me campaigning, me campaign the tier one person, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. How true is it? Alan Air Take Bawumia, Governor Japan Take Bawumia, and Cray. And I said, they're all doing the whole campaign. I don't go for fees. Omo attack Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Well, we'll get into that this morning. But of course, before that, my very own Miami dear. Miami dear. But you am dear, sir. But show we should over there, Miami dear. But me issue disclaimer. And Sana, Mr. Bebomi. Rachel, I come out of pay. We issue disclaimer. It's a rich love of him watch it. the communications director, the Tony Sack Electronics, na Owaha and the Anopay. Rich laugh. Now, what am I saying?
Oh, Nyamiado.
You be at
Nyamiado, Pam. We Thursday say I know say
you be a nice one. And Tony Sack for then a moment and Anopay. Yeah,
and the Casa Yetiawa. I say I supply and charge him tea. Na asem panso sun 8 years.
Salute.
And no maybe e wo hon ma na ha adwene on say wuti fie na be ye aduane we aduane sister ku a onyimi siu kakrai e show fridge mu mame ana e ohun na ha adwene na wo de ma wo mu wie a ohun wo de ma wo mu wie a wo kwa ya na ye kan wo chia asem but wunim
I am make wo chia asem
because obi nkoto fridge e me tell
na wo fa we still know won kwan be shem
ebu akra nyimre bi kra be ko ne bra kwasi kra ti akonyam kra dwodwo mo obi an na kra da ne so mo ya ti gwangwangwangwa so asem bi na esi se ku yanka mbe pai so ta else enye fe kra obi hwa me
oh yeah, it's true. I mean,
why not you so on
yes fa no na si na tesi
ene ba bi awiase aduru ni de eye me de ene ye wo de me wo me de na nso so wo de fridge me sraw fridge and fridge ayi nti property nti fridge bo f ma me papa wo hwe me sraw ba bi awo bi abra na ba be to bi property fridge ye wo size bia ye wo bia ne de student benya ne de o wife benya ne de do ye single benya ne de do pe akwa ye adwuma benya ne de nti se de bia wo bonkofo opunu ko ja ice water enye fe na do still ko jin for fridge mafa enye fe bra property electronics na bra better fridge na man so omu di dwa no so ya de musumo de aba se kura de freezers ya de akese pa obi o se me de cost on esumu ya wo size bia freezer size bia wo pe bia e benya bi de amount baka onim bibi ene me mani bi last me buy na meka last me ka washing machine wan se na meka kire e me man say wa ma yes nioma ne se chinyina ya basa opie kwa odress kra do akura gu ne nsa
enyefe
o se ne wedding ring kra enyefe ba ko hu obi yire dia woni kachum se e gay hu ofe ne nsa chwe wonu ai mai o yire dia ayesa
mi so de nsa tusu
mi say do office man be fair you so kasa fi cape coast Mami Oyerepa de wa mani awu anopai pa na me ne me yire ne me maneti a ye hwe be hwe me yire de me yire kire wa ha papa na order washing machine de
nice one
just we hu san wodi ne yire na bro
was a maso chidi say kama
and the detergent aba anu bebebra no de
no shit
na ye na wo senior man ne se chinyina twitwa ye mu bi ye senior ma 1 2 bon se just start twitwa e ma ne nyina na ye boy se be senior ma
it's when you see washing machine
what does it want your wife and your man kete and oba feel say me kunu ma me yo hema and mo oba feel say me kunu domi and mo it wa ba pan wa ba property na so mo ma me 8 kg mo ma me 10 kg mo ma me 12 kg washing machine am fan ko ma me na yiri wo fie pa na wo de yi sika mu na wa ko yi adwoa ma bro washing machine e da no me say be for 1 month and you be cost
when you be brutal
and you be cost baby
dog bury the point
all angles
dog bury the point
all angles from aduane die to aduane die to ni nyina bibia
isu obenom
ni nyina bi aduane die ni nyina all the types of food ni nyina what I say both spiritual mental physical what I say ni nyina wonsa beka yes mususu man mususu empanese man no yes ma ya ka echi bra na better washing machine property washing machine now esi na etimu na awo no udi say awiema 5 minutes eya na enye se washing machine kura yi atari free ma na washe na nka we nka betimi ahye but we say no this all the same awiem kakra na mframa bom so skin no detergent na de na we see
free
aha and sa na ya shada ye property washing machine yes if akituwe bi na bra beje kese I be use what ye durable so entry light say de can ye nyoma de entry can akra oh enti bibia wo hia wo kitchen microwave washing machine kettle iron ye will bibia say washing machine from washing machine to the last thing fridges freezers bibia ye want here frame mumra property munti na yaba se betum bottom pressure so enti mumra na mumra meto
because we ka botina ke meka wasem say obi ka say and the papa of Arabia knows head the brains in of Freeway.
There be me born a chair no say
and when
na me ka say and no say so obi beto ade enwe ya oba ya me born a boss say na da ne born ya den sa we mi ko bisa baby na me feel say the board ntimi say bi kra oh mo ha de mo smart so kra kakra bi but ayi ni dey say me ka say me to metima sa to microwave at can metima sa to na me say oh sir na me say yes I ba say
property there
mo bottom pressure so ntia na aba ye me yere so twan yes it to be ye person obia to be students single mother couple obia o person we use electronic bia yes bra property electronics na bra na bejo de na say an say na make na ye tretre ye hie mu pa ye tretre ye hie say we dealers bebre across the country eti bibia ni ade ofre number say am de ba to dealer oben wono ye be chew na wakoho no across the country we dealers bebre na mom ye we main headquarters na ye we shops ankasa wetimi akọ eti say the bia wonim no proper Tony Sack yawo Oyerepa echi he ya
SD Karam
building no sane Oyerepa echi ha wonfa entrance na chi o sane ya bo say triangle bo baby craport bi ye ne ne off seat enti u ba ya do bisa akra keto akra se Tony Saka obeto enti kumase number ne 0204 2924 0204292424 na 0244119236 0244119236 ena sunyane so se wo kokobod runabout udu kokobod runabout no wa twa wani abunse e wo honom property electronics so hona ye brand ambassador Diana Hamilton bobo kama eno so ye ni OA travel and tour ni hwe ni mu pepepe sunyane number no 0273 260606 0273 260606 ena class your Spinters Road Casapreco Distilleries in Chenwa audio do Casapreco Distilleries now we are for number way 0500 309309 0500 309309 Tony Sack any property electronics yes say top papa preco now hunto
and one top papa preco now hunto and there sikasame why the brutal na man for year 011 it be year 010 it be year 001 me prefer 001 no and be boa to di another koda mami si year kumasi na business to be 0204292424 0204292424 and 0244119236 0244119236 Fred Tony Sack that fe bibia opebia ne enche new semester is just about to begin. They be call university first year about for be call training colleges be call whether the teacher training or the nursing training ubehia iron ubehia blender ubehia fridge kakra tabletop de ubehia bi Ukọ Tony Sack on best sort art brutal. Therefore, you'd be Richard, that's it. And that man next week, of course. Next week. You say Asia, right? But that's it. I'm buffer shop. For me buffer. And then you what is I was sure no. And you be out, I was sure no. What did? So for I had a day a year Tony Sack can come on a Bessie, but as I mentioned, in the last few days, there's been an interesting revelation within the Ghana Police Service. Police from Pennyphobia, more like say a cool, say a dayo, serious conspiracy against the IGP, Dr. Dampari. And now pay the bejibre na yakamwasem. Na aboyafo atnasidada. Omo transidi na me bon kai say wa pese utu kwa kwabro chire ko Canada, ko UK, ko US, ko Germany, Spain, Amsterdam, Azerbaijan, Dubai, be part of Trinity of Act Company Limited, Mausa Kunyano. Now, so kona koye juma, be to say supermarket, ubeso koye carpenter, ubeso koye mechanic, ubeso koye cleaner, ebusha be also ko a Trinity of Act Limited Company. Now we a health worker, what a lab technician and nurse, now also carbochedia. That is where you have to go. Which make a crabby. You don't be page my crama, mount page, be page my crama. Now, Femuya, Modeka Kanaba Soso. So that is how they do it. Fraternity of Act Company Limited on 0531 633 0531 633 556 0531 633 556 and 0531 644 217 0531 644 217 and 0205 572 076 0205 572 076. Omo drop to Masala Chamber at Report Junction. That's where they are. Now, Pomoda so come Australia. We call Accra. Omo Kaswa New Market Road. Fidelity Bank on the first floor. And Omo to Pomoda say, we be check your app on our fee when Omo Edi and Komo. Me are see na introducing my guest this morning for the show. Of course, my controversial man Bako Ewaha. Mr. Ronkuma. Very controversial man. But now for reasons na Mr. Kuma no for problem and I'm so there will not be any problem. He just objective what can I do send a tier or why not pay. Mr. Kuma Akwaba.
You're so funny.
Now you are okay. That's what I do. I say I didn't know what time I'm for. I say we don't go for problem is that. Yeah.
Okay.
Will not be any problem.
Every say now money.
No hodo.
Man tell me about movie school. Me I dey back when have me parents. Me teaching.
Exactly.
Me expectation say what so be ade. We school. Why national service we or peduma when you be. At least we born the branca kanga.
Right.
Problem be anyway.
No.
But my tima and then no person no be can say kwine. Contractor be gata. Aye kwano edu so obeguso osane nema
no ko
osane nema ko 6 months and then suto e kwana say puto
let me introduce you Dr. Kachafo one okay we see a lecturer there as well it's the many lectures never dim community dog Akwa no pay
ya paga
via boko there
ami adom bi bia
the me say what are social black meaning so colleague na
and then he did 1 week
okay
he did 1 week okay university poolside
okay that's fine that's fine yeah be busafo ina yako momu ina yako iti the Speaker of Parliament in this video be ready Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin and I say why word kakao Parliament anyway yen share and draw some of the spirited debates and then the conclusion of the Speaker and the Speaker's ruling after the spirited debate from both sides of the House MPP and the NDC for Yembrasia.
I did not say that he confirmed whether there was any truth to it, but at least he spoke to the issue, and that's the point I'm making. But Mr. Speaker, the real important point is that when there's a leak tape, there's issues around the leak tape has to do with the IGP, the sitting IGP, and the attempt to remove him, and the issues about 2024 election, and what must be done to make sure that a new IGP is put in place who will collude with a sitting government to get a certain outcome. That must concern this parliament. It borders on the security and the stability of our country. And it's very important that the minister is here, that this house, and I'm happy he's here, that this house want to know who are those involved, what is the authenticity of that leak tape. We need to find out, and I think all I'm asking, Mr. Speaker, is that we ask the Minister of State, who is responsible for this sector, to look into the matter and to find out the truth in this matter and advise this house. And Mr. Speaker, that is all I'm asking. So, Mr. Speaker, that is my
well, honorable member, you made that will affect democratic consolidation in this country must be seriously looked at. The contents of the tape in circulation is a clear indication of people plotting to undermine the democracy of our country. Mr. Speaker, it is surprising that our colleagues on the other side are not concerned about the consolidation of our democracy. If we do care, this is a matter of serious concern that all of us in this house must be interested in in ensuring that those behind this tape are exposed and dealt with so that this thing can never happen in this country. I'm surprised that we are arguing over this. It's a matter that all of us must speak with one voice. Mr. Speaker, we recollect the infamous Ayawaso incident. People masqueraded as policemen and violently destroyed the by-election, which led to the NDC withdrawing from that election. And the results went in favor of the NPP. So if anybody is saying that the police cannot be used to influence elections in this country, the person is lying. Mr. Speaker, the police can be.
In spite of all that, we went ahead and won the elections. So to keep the impression that an IGP can do something extraordinarily wonderful to assist a party to win election is wrong. If there's a tape I want it to be investigated, I in principle have no problem. But to go ahead and give the impression that a particular IGP presence or not, or whether he's office or not, will determine the outcome of election is wrong. It's not going to stop NDC in losing 2024. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Contains matters relating to the conduct of the Inspector General of Police and efforts and attempts at a conspiracy to seek his removal on the basis of those allegations in that tape. Mr. Speaker, the primary duty and responsibility of the President and by extension to the Minister of Interior is the safety and security of its citizens, which is vested rightly in the hands of the Inspector General of Police, and by extension to preserve our democracy. And Mr. Speaker, we collectively want to preserve this democracy. So what the deputy leader is seeking is that the Honorable Minister, this House must take interest in conducting a thorough forensic audit into the leaked tape, Mr. Speaker, in order to establish the veracity or otherwise of what is contained in that tape, and more importantly, Mr. Speaker, to preserve the professional integrity of the Inspector General of Police.
Going by the standing orders, I have to give proper direction as to the nature, the type of investigation. And so going by the same standing order 72, the last sentence says, the terms of any such proposed statement shall first be submitted to Mr. Speaker. So I will urge the maker of the urgent statement to submit in writing the terms of the proposed statement which he just gave us notice. This will guide me to give the direction as to how the investigation or inquiry will be conducted by the appropriate committee of the House. And so I direct that a statement be submitted in writing to me to assist me perform my duties. Thank you so much, honorable members.
Ebusa Fontin come across so Parliament and run no the deputy minority leader Amabua Kofi Amabua Elembele MP wano ena making an urgent statement which triggered the debate on the floor of the House. NDC for the MPP Nakeko Majunia Speaker Nikasa Sadia, they will set up a bipartisan committee to probe the said leaked audio. Now, me medinka can ha, and I'll say it on authority. BM say anybody who will tell you that they're fake, you know, can say me, so boy, me, and I make a kwesi paka Wilson. Me say what boy, and then drop. I said it here, and I'll say it again because I know what I'm saying. Bugin Abu, Owadim, he knows himself. Judge Alex Mensah, the commissioner, one on the lead character. I was at tape now cancer baby, and son the divisional commander and the count. So 2 police officers and then 1 NPP, a guru, and a decent common. Mr. Okumawa and Dr. Enoka Champon Ewahasi. Into quickly and debate in the sea. This is a serious conspiracy against the IGP. Among Kasomon Kukuno, but Nina say, Omuni IGP free or Senabaya 2024 elections. The NPP can break the 8. Tape Nina no, the father by Nina no. That is the central theme of the tape. Mr. Kumar, let me start with you. I'm wondering, a conspiracy against the IGP, and yet IGP need police service, and also Yanchushimo. Parliament, I'm going to say Yanchushimoana.
Vagamendas, I'm in chair for, I'm in chair, I'm in university for, the crew for Namofa, na the woman say, I think we na Oma Fabi, police for Omuna and Cassim see exactly, and I seem to form
exactly,
and I seem we Ghana highway tape there, a common, maybe a foot the tape bar. Now, on the tape no balance, I can Nipana, a fan of say a doctor, and usually, yeah, most of the time, no. My intimate doctor tape probably brain Ghana intimate make any statement about any one of them. You take any.
Almost did to say it is their voice, but almost you try now make
most of the time intimate take any specific action against any single person.
For some of that's what
court you call and these are
already in the crown. Already in the crown. Your forensic all the time we say. You know the voice on one account some woman.
And this on one account some woman you training. And the one who say ways parliament to say or mobile way proof. Let's ask ourselves what say.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Parliament you my
I'm kind of what's our forum to do this program now.
Proof be well forum there. What do you mean? Because we parliament a powerful institution. Say yes, yeah, parliament a two partisan, and then come somehow a political at certain times, and omuni maybe omuni si form, and come omujuma power, omu powerful. There are so many things they can decide on, but we know media. They me when I say tape number, IGP also showing who. Me sure say police for the party winning election. Police for the omu yansa omu kobo bambo. Say police for omu electoral commission. Electoral commission crown so Supreme Court Yura Atuguba Amayati say elections are won at the polling station. And the Ghana for na yen to yajin.
Someone would disagree with you, say yes, of course I agree with you, say police for and your mana more be winning election, but on Monday year could contribute to the victory of the party. And when you say election, so then I had the pathway to power. It's in the police for court about now to intimidate people, especially the supposed stronghold of a party or then of course our election now. Now them call for member to abana. Then what it means is that what party back for the party to win the election, so they can do. On Monday, a bit will be winning election.
Ghana police na Ghana police na
and this Techiman South is I also West Techiman South or the
Techiman South near Trabanery. Techiman South as me
say
over or the there by election usually one say as I see almost tape na refer from by election incident in cinema go for na adwin bisa by election there seriously organ hey by elections akudu akosu na violence see and say we IGP na o time near by election what do? You have to put your feet on ground to make sure say enema ebesi basabasa na because I na hu hwe ayawa so na baby ba could be talency or something.
Yeah, talency. And chip on it. Yeah.
Say chip on it there say from popular what in the core and gentleman be to can go we because omoko fa no na say baby adru na exactly. In the by election there a totally different thing. By general election it cut across the entire 30, almost 40,000 polling stations. Assembly yekin. Nanti, how can IDP send all his men and tell them that, in fact, not almost all the security agents by election, general election, police for. Yefa prison for count. Yefa fire service.
No, but police for a demo.
Police for the
election security task force.
I'm coming.
Police for the in charge at every point.
I'm coming. So the point is that say nipa win na ye no win na kabum. And at what particular point in time now, yeah, IGP could identify over 30,000 policemen plus prison for fire service for no identify say who was suspect for MPP into you don't cause our police station do a stop NDC for but who the all was suspect for NDC do you don't cause our police station do a stop a too Herculean task for an IGP to do this and yet possible. Me point ni say you a political party nti again ma eba say advance say tape correct and genuine na say free MPP ni wa again mama MPP ni no why do you say eba sa ometimi a when the dey na be win say IGP free wa ebe mo nya chance
there security man probably that's why you are speaking like that. But security for the there how security for they have their own ways.
Does it mean that almost all the elections that have taken place over the years?
It is possible.
Over the years, no. Your friend saying police for now Buama MPP and winning 2008, 2004. And on Masamba 2016, 2020, the MPP and MPP Buama and this is already 1992, 1996, 2008, 2012. Is that what we are looking at?
Some people anyway.
I'm not too sure.
Right.
Me very sure. The country is too large for a IGP to have that impression.
Okay.
Possible say there are some specific places. And mind you, the only also SM3 or politicians do. I mean, politicians never power. They go around to tell their people say MP. Our MPP ni ana MP our NDC ni na wakwaka che constituency there me buy me afa party for say eco police na we na for party for eco police a we expect say do party for na do ko police no na obi so the party for police no obi ameye ne party be so the issue is that me obi anu IGP I think say
police MPP and police NDC
nanka woni mo Ghana say woni dia me catch on authority me eronkuma me say me ni evidence bi me evidence am one say politicians na catch yen omo na be catch yen say me buy omo enumerate omo achievement omo catch yen openly say me ba power no matimi am ya for police for say ewo me constituency we eno e ka omo achievement
okay
number of police ayafa and omo kan say me fa obia omo say me party for omo police and mind you is natural says me never say assume say me Chrome MP honorable Dr. Yaosaiduchum
okay
na say advance say oko fanko police say assume say man kwan say oko fanko police na say MPP supporters o wa e be dey say Obeka say MPP supporters on fa omo fa NDC
supporters
Obeka for MPP supporters na say
we'll come to that because that's a very serious threat on our security agenda. We'll come to that.
That is how it has been.
But my member Doc so Doc Sivia Okume Ken Akua say police for no omuntimi we need election be anti tape na ba na o ye ka so IGP before na betimi break it no and he said yes and so one would be wondering minority for no I'm the coffers and by and parliament because I can do parliament are they politicizing the issue or politicizing the politics
Pakameda say mefa kwenye sina machia wahefo anope na mako mikrum akochia mikrum for adansi abo number 2 ze hona mi free da bia me ba ha meka hwe ba bia me free ne ba bia me dra da bia me ba me mfensie di machia mikrum for paka asema eda abo so aye ken tape ya asemi paka ade ba kwa mission free mi se suru ni oben so suru ni oben wa obi nyina che conversation near course say nipa be me ensa say voice na tie
nipa me ensa
Omuni nkwa ni shia ya no mudi nkomo. Anase no obi ka ho. Se no obi ka ho anipa be 5 6 ana omudi nkomo na mu ba ko na record e. So omo me ensan so a omo ami
of course ba ko na be record.
Na be record. Nti enye nyina nya futu.
Me information obi record e ba be mboni.
Nyina nya futu ma ye ho se at any point in time baby I will be drew bia hwe ano kasa. Sometimes you see udu baby you are moved by the atmosphere. With my cansem bi we echiri no wanu. And your technology age. Enti wo kasa baby a wo bia no ye careful. Hwe ne a wo kan because we be betimi de wato asem. Ano ne ye one me pese meka. Two, the issue about IGP say or her NPP intimi ewini election edi entia minim so mo reasons dia e wote me tape no mintie
untie tape
the mintie
I see
but the point is say o say IGP or her NPP intimi wini election it means IGP aye bibi aye cheresa now enipa na okan no you see suggesting says he IGP na ono na beba na say ba ko commissioner
one no that is what it is. So the conversation is that omonyi dampare free one way commissioner no aba to no badia ba me ni flag bearer na me we break 8 no one person ba me ni flag bearer no what the party na co-position or complain na Justin Kodia said dampare will not help the cause of the NPP because dampare no, and I'm happy to say he admitted said dampare is a very fair person. He of course he had it, that is where his problem is. Say elections should, and he said this or see elections should there mafia wom
police
officer can was see election there
he has shot
mafia wom
he has shot himself in the foot because untimi IGP organa hada
say na idea
sasa untimi na
me say na idea say this
untimi IGP ni bi enti ena make say baby a wo bia no hwa no kase yi you see this man Timbila it was alleged say na ono na e in line anko betime di IGP yeti ya no say the story bi abefu for and say police recruitment scam into procedure
Patrick Timbila I remember
I
remember the story
police service na nkase mu no omu usha
power play of course
omu omu nantini we ho okai ebra abronye any Mahama case bi ba ya chi abronye IGP kwa chi abronye omu onde ne kokota onya bill abronye opinion came say bra na bibi buonu epe IGP
pombuonu James Opombuonu
epe IGP no saa time na dampare bi hu ono ani wuntumi mo say omo nkopa chew manno no yemfa ma dampare according to abronye na eba asa na dampare frame no ka kire ni plane say enuru no so ntwen nti enam saa de ni nti dampare mpenase mbesi ne na enu nti no okokan ya ye chi no na onim so okokan besi saa bre ye nya response nso
response bi am by
sa nti police for na nkasa mu na nkasa no omo atwitwa omo ho na ntini a serious security threat at the man because minim say o say yenyi no minim president bi e wo say government bi appoint IGP e wo no ana penso na onye mfiri abemu na IGP nso nko pension na ebe yi na firi ho mi hu bi da ebi esi na minim normally the ACA ne say if there is a change of government and the no it is understandable security dear untimi njai ma obi a ya appointing or opponent apenso it is understand one yes what you na una egu abonten ohunu papa ye oye MP o wa hono baabi tubuni
Peter Tiobu
unse no ye former IGP 8 ebro mu hu ye na sa time na papa no na the time aso IGP no e no mama ne contract but omu hu say eye ni aid eko jinama NDC no mu say information meeting security couples no be ko ne ade nyina no na eliki akọ opponent no na no say ne contract ide am onu anya 60 years ayo se kokọ nti o man 1 year ha no mo gifri ni nsam understandable security there ma make asem kire Kwame Nkrumah ebra na Kwame Nkrumah say say bomb attempt saade na ya no kom so ni opponent na ye no kore ma make asem kire utukwa president bia ni ha utukwan dru airport opposition ene be arrange reception ama flower girl de akoma no eye wow party fo ene be yes arrangement ni nyina pa akwara e de ahye ne nsem no de abehyiawo enti bomb na etoto ye ni ade na ya no mo de hye opposition no eye ono ani nkofo enti suro nipa wo ben enti sese no IGP on ntutu na namoyi on hwe commissioners a one wo mo wo ho no obi o ha osere nanim na wamuna ni tiri enti wan hwe ya ubekọ na ode asababa ayi champon mane tu no
no ko fone tu no ko fone tu
ku ana ekoso nyina eye omo ben ni bitu enti de ekoso me nya me nwanwa enti ba me de ne se Ghana how we should learn to resign from position you need sa culture no because ade we are abey say any advanced country ka by this time ka any kwan say some penimfo no mo voices e what tape no so no enko mo twen e ma parliament ka say omo ko probi o say ka omo honorably ka by this time omo do mo di brato na o ka say police for na anko ye investigation na one be appoint investigators no IGP won so na nko fo akofa aka asemu ya fa ho enti naturally e be bias from the onset.
Nti say police for investigate your mo e be bias.
Me na me appoint you to pack I am fan say ye ti hey ye nipa for the room ha e na wo na ye pani e na ye nuanom miensen ye hia ka ho asem e na aba out e na ye say you will be no me investigation wow hwa be kose
I see.
And until parliament, if an ameno parliament, the only problem is senka said Mr. Ronkumakai. So we bet my apolitical.
But some apolitical. Just ask the question, say, almost politicize they being political animals in terms of this.
Because the content in say, or why?
Break the 18. Into the parliament is not a right forum for this investigation.
It is a shrine, and I say, minimum. How we betimi a set up committee be betimi ISI investigation into a monche no because enam penimfo no mo voice war tape ni mu ni nyina I was said by this time so if only it is true
me say the correct
una oka
yeah and I'll say it anyway when I'm saying
forensic I will predicate my statement with a condition
right.
If it is true by now, I was like,
Mr. Kuma, so she say, government, my time, quickly. Government, even though the interior minister say, oh, well, Nampa is doing a good job, but you forget your assembly. But people are saying that is not enough. Or say a ban of taking this matter seriously because it borders on our security services, its integrity. Up to now, I'm paying for more jubilant to Bianca, Bianca. It's a surprise to say more money egu assembly.
Say assembly about breaking the 8. And assembly say about the party. Inti baka open say omo yede. Kana ni ewono. Say abuti America and say any other country. Enka FBI for I take this matter on my year the reporter to the president who knew your she. Your constitution power in could executive in some. The young fancy say as some na nipanomko kind or more to support war. The now as a coaching Waba, they may punish him for more than 100 pa.
Nti ye dwe ye ho ansa ya dwe o man no is that what it is
They make you want na me say uko police don ye wo MPP police ye NDC police
she said no I establish say
ade bia ye bia no if you don't know the American show politics na e kofa ba ye no ye de na ye no ha ne de party first also party ni ntimi gina na ye yi a enti wahu a wahu Ghana wahu say MPP na NDC say President Mahama ka se bi enye ama NDC ni bi abegina say oh there bi asem we a President Mahama kan de enye ana President Kufuor aka se bi a enye na wahu MPP ni a wa he da begina be condemn sa asem no enye komo no ye no ye di kan hwe party no say party no betimi agina asana other things follows it is a party ho na obi anya adwin bi say oh me pese party me soft fault for the party even though me a police need there say the oka hon so ye MPP ha police
for me no MPP group back the northern regional chairman of the party remember the council national
council onu krampo there say oka o dimi nya no hwe because on there oye an independent person ordinary citizen
onu krampo there to be fair to him one shutdown can no maybe a police ni no wono na de mo la complaint ni be bugiri na bu
nti
se wo ye pani hwa na ye ho adwuma ma ye
nti se asem we say no say complain we no se media ka me IGP oh ka me IGP no me take that matter way up on my own.
Okay.
Now my investigating ni
also be bias also be bias
no be bias but also the investigation on his own checking things say no crese that gentleman yes say that gentleman yes and I say all evidence prove that yeah IGP no betin that command interior minister am the necessary sanction or punishment in the amano.
Okay.
Because that is all that Ghana so jama
parliament
parliament politics no
executive
so jama executive no so executive no be bias because executive no dey gentleman say mo kan no say no crazy sa enti so IGP na ye bold no ye dia hona obehu asem ni ye ne popa because IGP be report say police no akodi sa ansem we be say me punish no me pese me dimotu no and say pese me uniform
anya wo chanting
which chanting say look then which chanting nature say any say nipa no oye boni bia
because in all honesty say IGP NDC no aka say what kind of credit
one ka say IGP NDC
okay also NDC
also fair
also fair so okay
and say IGP me NDC ni me Ghana ni
so NDC na bi gaba na NDC cannot win the NDC IGP me IGP and MPP administration
no omo appoint me no mo
so mo hu
you don't have any option to say to allow the person to work than say we know what in channel until IGP there say adwuma ma away until assume me say me wo hai na me ko na me ko ye enema mfata against vice chancellor na vice chancellor ko hu a can vice chancellor sanction me can't he sanction so IGP should take it that no question one friend gentleman one query one sanction no say the beya it is a bampo say even say politicians kura na beya ya was sanction na say politicians in tiasia no mu take action how ni be hu say asem no nank yampa
mo amunti bi no just a snippet of it no or say John Mahama share down parable say we need 2025 to 25 for Babemwa or Madam Pai still the IGP. In fact, they even say in the audio, say, NDC for a running mate, they've considered a year Dampare to be a running mate and the Kofi Boachi. How can this be said? Or can I say, or say Dampare, where no ye ADC to the former president, a year John Evans Atamels. Now, what should Dampare see with my what should they ye film? There is nowhere in Dampare Sivia a chesano ADC to a John Evans Atamels the late into where a true and true NDC man. But just as we play the cat into him before them, and I'm a fan as the IGP. Again, they claim say because of the thing Akufono, he was born and bred in Chebi. In Jose Akufono, and then so for Akufo. Gloria Kufu. Oh, it would see a Kufu na and a Kufu na. But you say, oh, our family nimubi, we nimubi. The mammy feel tea region. Ni now take the more, never make it. It's just say, I did put no more na power ye pa. ne maami fruity region ne papa kroboni it won free chebi just that you won wo chebi and onyi ne wo chebi so these are some of the information che say e wo ho ye de ne be si wo then am so mo kafa ho and now pay on Jumedie your WhatsApp line here available 0322497263 we call Facebook to share what Oyerepa live on Facebook like a page you know na for commenting in a go mommy and they are not pay quickly you go MPP 47 so doc I understand that people are making allegation from the Baumia camp said the other aspirant you know omoya for me alliance against Dr. Mahmoud Baumia who is that
me da say paka I think say so some of the utterances ni bia sana yakoye
say so be a campaign
but you see okoshia delegator can dey obetimi aye
okay
emfa enti da bia say me say otetin teche atitare obi a ebia nipa na otete ateche atare no ono ne be wini o wini na akọ present na ma national election na afi na akọ pensu ahohoro ne ho ano so anti oti utterances ni bi ho no mo a
bit saying what trans bit saying
o hwe opani kwabena je Japan
right
mitie no wo wuntumi ne nsem na o kan nyina o kan direct say ba umi akure nuru so
but if it's a statement of fact it's a statement of fact
it's not a statement of fact you can say duro bi so anything because and utie alan so camper the same thing
we say do no so
na state obia support Baumia waka ne nkofo naka wache jako aka na city TV
so then
waka say Baumia enam say 2012 ono na ekotena we adakem na no bi
election petition
enya no kore Baumia is riding on his popularity no ba party ni munche
but is it not true so over party munche
say ye ka so bi ba party ni mu ene
the time na boache Yakumo ho na Baumia no he wasn't a party member
ye ka so bi a party
he became a party member so be a party member and can't bury member of the party the maker was and not a party member
so
you can be a party sympathizer and not a party
candidate say nka ukọ ase ho no man kofu eto abama party bi no awuni party card na say nka anu enko
we are party sympathizers all the party members the delegates are the true party
these
members
issues are omokeka ni nyina issues are uka the more o kan now project ni pa no omonye careful because uka so onwadwene say uka bre na say the more o kan no so capitalize obi betime use that play the victims way na fi benefit no. What I say, the issue about a Drew Sonia a party na more contest. Obi Ankobi 1992 Openi Edubuahin Ena NPP dene koe 96 Ade no man kaso munjane Edubuahin ko but omuko Congress eno mko yi Kufuor Kufuor koe elusu ye 1998 Ade no man jaya kase Kufuor ko 96 ntiye mo no nko anko omu bie mu mankofo ne contest ye na na adukobi 2000 ena Kufuor wini 2007 Kufuor fira bemu no ade no man kase na nado ne Kufuor ko 98 ndi se Kufuor kwa ene omoma na nado nko na eduru no so but Kufuor contest including kwabena Japan Kofi Kunodu apreku ene Alan in 2000 na nado wini in 2007 ba olusu general election in 2010 2010 omuyi candidate akọ 2012 ade no man ka say na nado akọ 98 wako 2007 into 2010 omani nko on post and go for contest
do the dream so no dey of course we know the trajectory say na nado buy so
2015 utie kwabena Japan interview o ye ne wo we untumi a me making reference to na or say ono or contest as general secretary no people were telling him say Ombeto amano as general secretary but eba presidential no ombeto amana nado enti oso wini wie no ono akọ alankyere matin ho koka kire ne say opani me call rounds no efom nyema nkofo bebre support na nado enti kebe ye ejai 2015 contest no nanka na nado nko alanka kire ni plane say there be this is kwabena Japan no so won obi ka kire wenti. So why is it that this time around omo mama na make say Bawumia a foreigner in the party? You see already. And this if we didn't can say NPP for party na ya can party.
Which is a fact. Or is that a fact?
What is the fact?
I can fund also. The majority carries the vote. They can for party. And your fact say I can for party.
Can you say that?
You can equally argue on that basis.
But you don't do that.
But you can, no, but I'm saying that you can equally argue on that basis.
A national party.
Okay.
Who could register a political party. Easier. You say a political party should have national nature.
Representation.
Sir, into this argument, already you have been tagged as anti it's not a can party, anti non-account.
Yeah.
Into so statistics say now, then it goes to confirm the uncle for can be brain. Into so yes, sir. Remember, delegates no more Kotwabano. Uba Shante region Hakranma, maybe me constituency, and most of the communities no settlers. Adansi Asoka, Uba Honomoa, be settlers who, and ye Asante for na account for no. Into the Sadi and a court. Now what can you say a Ashanti region constituency? Enunti ode kwa ubeko womo beto atiawo.
So you see say alliance wo say want to attack Bawumia.
Omo attack no, but the point is omo ntenase no omo self introspection because it is not going well. O yes sir e mankofo de ebufuo mo. O say the more wo attack obi no, the more nipa no krenye sympathy. Ye wo campus na me teaching assistant I think 2009-2010. This guy Philemon La Nzenyenya obeye SRC president of KNUSC. The attack was that hey ONDC in those days nana bi ni Sami Jemfini this guy here or Tafo Vincent
yeah.
No student enti ebeye Saturday na ayi na ye TESCOM president nana bi KNUSC omo baby obeko bia Philemon La people were attacking him. People were attacking Eduru baby no. Now Philemon La wabeye so popular our campus. Omo the chalk any ade no mo twetwe form anajo e kan some fane ho. Then no so amane call for paper. Eduru baby he got sympathy vote. Oh really landslide.
Enti sympathy vote.
Yes, because yes sir, look, all the non-account delegates are likely to align with him. Because moyesa ono so betena say okay ye the way ye we see mane to aso a e bia na me so me want ambition in future eduru ha the same thing ene ye de be ye me so ta say enti mesre say omo ye campaign de bia me ka me say wan hwe ye na otete nteche fa obi hu a ono ne be wi ni ewi afi na akọhoro ne ho omunyai okwa kan ye obetimi aye fa will be in your campaign. So what message un discuss will be
Jomo yes I don't message.
What message
okay.
And I'll call discuss will be your campaigners.
Mr. Okuma, I mean of course about you say campaign will be your message. Cabinet Japan kind of was me launch 2 days ago or say the new dawn. Alana Diaba CGTP the Great Transformational Plan.
These are slogans. These are message.
Oh, but no, the slogans a message. No, I'm saying that. I'm saying I know the Great Transformation Plan. There's a policy guiding the Great Transformation Plan. The new dawn. There's a policy guiding the new dawn.
Feeble minds discuss personalities.
Feeble minds discuss personalities.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. Mr. Okuma, if you want to say the other aides in that canon. Almost more like I don't want to use the word alliance. No, 10. No, 10.
But see 8
na agangi.
The intentions of 10, but the thing say call second rounder. There were 2 people.
Yeah, exactly.
And now 8 aka.
No. The point is that
the 8
super delegate no
8. So what it means is that there was this guy, a friend of Kojopo, where energy analyst, or no can count, so no name keke.
Or Tony,
only do name keke. Unimino. Okay. Into one in the man as already.
TUC.
Okay.
and they
would agora say ni abre so
ne abre
say no be cancel duru me so no so turn no years to come
it was turn
no party munde nkaka stages ndi
ndone we dey turn ho keke so kwa pre flag
me na nim so on
oh say pre dey pre say nyame ye na dum na super delegate ko na yeto aba na okunya bia. Let's assume this okonya bia.
Onye bi.
Yes sir.
The docs onye bi.
Onye research bia.
The docs onye bi.
Emfa dey bia ma. Emfa dey bia ma say. Emfa dey bia ma say onye
kaka answer na them say omo ku ye. Nipa 10 omo ko. I can tell you say bibiri na o ha omunim so omo kore. But omo pe bibi de omo na agina so akoye bageni we say na be ya say wo contest ni bi no dey say ni see so oni say o
that's the ground they are
it is ana mo ye
no dey preku accuse present
one man police
by oni na
contest ya man
pasan buan sa so still I think that comment now preku kind na good. Look, because
he's a former trade minister. He has the capacity, or credibility, or the competence to do the job.
Only ECOWAS. Now ECOWAS don't run a coy.
We been recommend you.
We been recommend you, Marco. And mind you, say
they said what was I ended. What be fit?
ECOWAS position as a change. A minister.
No, but he wants to be part of the problem solving.
You want to be part of the problem solving. Now say problem solving. ECOWAS no. Okoye aduma wo ECOWAS here. And transcend it to Ghana and Ghana nye.
No, no say one man.
ECOWAS one man. One person can make a difference. One person can make a difference. One person can make a difference. Ghana maybe ye can independence. Who do we mention?
Nkrumah.
No,
but the MPP disagree with Nkrumah.
Oh, and they say
so you can't say Nkrumah.
By history book you feel quite a brema here by na you can want some. Yeah, say Kwame Nkrumah they win independence for Ghana. And when we say the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up with the
total liberation of Africa.
And what can we yes and AUB and still any the amount ECOWAS conform ECOWAS here nanka ECOWAS is strong nanka at least other continent other subcontinents no example what about say maybe point
so back to our conversation
maybe point I'm winning and say this one is bound to happen. There's no way about election bia in fact in 2007 a bra MPP for coalition. The gang of 16 the 16 gang up against Alanche Martin. Then so we need to make sure.
Oh sir, the gang up against Alanche.
Yeah, look, those times say or rally or grounds or campaign. It will se be our Ashanti region. It will Ashanti region MCs DCs oba Muninechi. Monko declare support for him. Why we be mistake I say mean declare support no. Why we are say you and me we no anya me wanwa. Anya me wanwa say about the say because natural say those who do things say president mamo any support biano if he say or vice president afa and unfortunate for vice president it has become say ministers sir I declare support for him.
Yeah.
Meaning that it has been shipped apart from the exception of in fact 90%
of the ministers.
I say about 120 members of parliament.
They say 122.
Yes, or some can say almost all substantive ministers with the exception of 2 or 3.
Exactly.
And
90%.
I'm a what me in any opinion. Why?
So deputy minister of finance is way in any
so say because of this
it tells us will be enforced
because of this Ninti it tells us say it's like people have this perception say maybe and what most of the appointees any they follow no it's just a now the establishment support.
Yeah, but that's what it is. I mean, Bamia is the systems candidate.
The systems candidate.
Yeah, Bamia the systems candidate.
MPP election omo kono. Omo enti first no for time no. Then nipa omo to aba no omo less than 10,000. This time nipa omo to aba over 200 and something thousand.
Yeah.
Okay, so now. So candidate who need establishment supporter. What the say gold grounds. Fueling station be 5 people
plus electoral
area coordinators. You take to them. Say police station be 5 plus electoral area coordinator. Say Ashanti region say 47 constituencies. Polling station we move could be 50,000. Omudosun because you about and you calculate no copy what hwehwe wo mo. Obenya bia omo soft for you. You talk them one on one. You align with them. You create that impression. Say, oh, this is what I have for you. It do say to a bar before God and man. Yeah, way asking or your campaign whole country. Eko to about the polling station. Onya one. The one onya also no kwan to man. And the question is needed to be the back to be on who generalists those people are oman to a man. And just say oman no dey no buza say no more way. Oh, enti media me said there omo ye. Say dog kind no cre. Ye one party for. One ye careful. Oba kan se bi atia candidate bi. Afi oba win election ni be wi no. Now opponents
they use it.
I take advantage of
already Nangasa now the opponents are say we take
advantage of it. No, we utilize it
already because come Japan
we utilize those
Kennedy Japan mo nyina
enti me the message omo ye na jobre omo campaign nko form agrone form fortunate for them it's over 200,000 people to vote. Many very sure say 200,000 people to vote no Vice President Bitma Konka Ubia.
Oh, that's not true.
So it will even shock you. Say Bimbo Cry Bitma happens, the Vice President may come from, let's say, upper northeast. Coming from northeast, it will even shock you. Say Bitma happens, a Betuabano. Now Ubia winning from northeast.
No, possible.
Yes. And maybe I believe say instead say on better radios maybe say there be make say me say me any of them on for me family consultant because on bar me charge you because the issue is that so we jai this kind of radio keep quiet, don't go to radio, don't announce your issue, be on ground, be with the people, tell them one on one. Me say you can easily convince them. We bet me a trouble with Isa. And necessary. You come and do the national campaign.
For BB phone lines and Ayana, the college now more raise concerns. Nancy, Ayana more brand new start. It's not doing but say me deliberate about it. Now me more enough time to talk to us. Now quickly, Action Pharmacy member Mankai say Fluma triple action that's our system. When your code kaka when your kataka kamestre. So be pay a Fluma triple action maybe. Maybe you code no katading na every hop. Almost sign a new contraceptive pill by a friend Oviza OVIZA Oviza. But when that's be pay a Oviza nibi na abuana awono at the temo kama e dia ma. Oko Ozon's chemist I will Ashton be a to ewo than the farmer KO PFA farmer Tafo ena chemical shop be a baby and drug store be a baby at our hop. For Action Pharmacy on 0208 196 165 0208 196 165 and 0270 911 199 0270 911 199. Fluma triple action action come and before lines in the man after to join the conversation. Yeah, numbers in 0594 192409. We say okay. I'm in first calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Paka. National Press reporter. Now what is say?
You had to be here for an answer.
Mamitia, doctors for me, no, Mama Basso. Omaka, Semi, Pa. Paka, who only is a Baunia, Baunia, on one of Pom 40 on one and the boat to Strono. I am one was said. As far as I can, when you are so woman at Yagu, Baunia, so Papa to Nipasukai, and Yamuyano, and the Bob Baunia Panya favor more. I'm a what you want to cry. What is the idea, Chato? And Brian Womi, I am Baunia, not in a final, right? Now, boy, and before,
Mati. Let me say, Shemeda said, I'll play. It was for the next call. So, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, but your first and everything.
Then Mr. Solomon Uso and Sankosa Gambia #1.
Oh, Mitchell Kache, Aquaman, and pay me to
you. Tell me, I need a punch. Take a tema. The number people some proud. Go to my name. Let me tell Mammy say, you can limp to stand. No come at them so. I have Baumiani, Alan, the end of the Kankaka.
Me too.
Oh, Allah, Baumia. I will be a what party you know? So no, if you want there, I'm not fighting nothing. Also, Alan say no, not the thing is the power. And the work of Diapo and to this photo about the Yano Prada. Because I told Lucas, I was over the end. And I say, that won't mean that I want to know.
Mati.
The Umian Echo.
Mamma could save for the chamber for good morning.
You want a bugger?
Nah, no one to say, Jay.
Great. Yeah, or man, I will say, only said, no, maybe you come. Yeah, the woman said, when a Makota Parliament and a Makota Semra, and the Amagana for say, to people Cronoa, young fan and cockles, and yes, I met.
Right.
Yeah, body, young fan and cockles. Let's say you more Mamma Semra. That's a Winnipeg national the name Cockle, and you might have the Yama Musamunian, one Jaho, 18 Paneti. Now, most satisfied example way. That's a Dachi be said for Bisu 2 star, no more satisfied example, number Tiniaka. Can no man of course, first, your call your soldier for the 2 Bangui, your for second, on the 2 Bangui, your for 10. Fourth way, the Maya Tra, Moya Fire, the Eddie Amaya, not the that's a soldier for you because it's a baby. No more planning on the 2 Mugua, Master Maya Bonnet. Because
cool dear Debbie, you won't support it. Medasi. And Yadepa. So let's not support that. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning, Paka.
Good morning. Vojo, Sofaminiana.
Good them, Paka. Paka, no pay the missing more than Emma, Dr. Mahmoud.
But your Pajandum Kakama, why now? I'm really struggling to hear you.
You make an exception. The election say you quick. I said David Nubureato. And for say all the aspirants in Nabaka to be against Dr. Mahmoud. Okay, it is. Yeah, but constituency polling station, electoral area coordinator, we are more than them.
Okay.
It's a nobody young boy, you're not to pinching. Over for we now against you, including the Benefia. The idea won't know the media commodity. It don't know what anything very soon, 12 November.
Mate. Medasi. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or Noana Air Corp. Well, that's according to you. I'm Roman Father, good morning. Adomaka Roman Father, Pachomiti.
Ayo, Mamentia will feel Zalenda, and then Engineer Pablo. Then, Aminia, one is a Ghana Pools that and Santos or in Chakasiama. Now, Minia, I am country. Yeah, me compare normal compare Massa. They say I have a good coast Ghana, Christian nation. Baumia, walk white, war party. But me catch the lawyer Anderson, or no, it's not that can create the assembly. MPP, position Ben of the man. Asam no kwanya ntosebe adia no uche timemuni o te form no hwe nipa no nam won ye koso wo wiase wo Ghana han ekofo mo wie school adwuma no mo hwehwe asa wo dem pipi de bia no kase empayifo no mo mpa ye yiu de nyame mi umani Mr. Pakai mi Roma Father me se ho mi sa no mo kwa asem central me fe na bi mi ka se on for come ano mo ko lutu fit no on person ko position dia me na makatro because
I see.
Mate,
me that see. Mame connect call so. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nadia.
My brother SK Bolas, me Oyerepa now so. Yeba. If I not ba me ba na ke pese ba ho ba 1 or 2 bin ti am ya ba ba yeba.
Mate, and nobody on Jan Meadow, and I Papa, where you stable as the word of Wasi, what you come. Kaka me catch me, Papa no ban says, said the parents of father, that's a winning yammy. I'm a friend for now, Cronata can say, so Papa Mobla, I don't want to call, what a Japadion, Papa Moblan, come on and call, what a Japadion. Papa Bacono, air can say. MPP before. And it is all campaign message. Cat. Now, talk to them for no 18. Now, to for no 18. No, Mukua. Want to have to Abanama. Now, one cancer. Now, Canta. Who go to Biasem. Who go to Bianma. No more told that the Papa of Gaparon. The master of Gabon tells you. Then, who can't do it yet? Who can't do it yet? Not as so that is the phone of Sma. Yet not to Abanama. Now, go to Yasem. That's the better as you are in ya. And we know that some Enya. One and only be going to come up. And I want to be Beno. Yena Yan Kabum, Yenya Bako for Yama, is only the Deba, and the Kokoma, Omonia Kubo Forma, is that about a baby ya. Yenya Zakoka Wabum.
Mame Kopoku, Opoku free Anoga. Opoku, good morning.
Good morning.
Pachomi Janope.
The only say, Dr. Baumia, what we need to think that. Wa winnie atichimu the omo ye ni nyina eye bregu no bie because memi hu ni say vice no or your plus no nyina na ono so na stand you bitima break e question na sita MPP one is rim no na ye just for say divisa so ye ono ni di MPP e crazy ya o asiru ndu po bi break e ta na atim di nzo amanfo di omo no mo dai. Yes, actually, no more best I regret.
Mate, that's it. I mean, for last call, me call and be quiet. Honorable one or Sinidi no. Ewa humaniso. Honorable one, Akua.
Honorable one, you are the best before you are the best station. So the bomb attack. One day I'm going to be a viewer. I found something working. Offer. So the air cannon. The chia, what is it? Demaba. Alan for those to Martin. Everybody, yammy, and my question. Only I didn't do offer. Without Alan, taking the key, no. Offer, Mrs. Paumia will be here. On a car, if the fundamentals are weak, the same rate will impose you. And then you, Mother, you bring Paumia, the MPP, and then you cry, and this is for your message. The two come a young class, but what's $1 now? Mate.
Number one, me that say me call Bosome Frere home. Your friend Ghana Beye, and I like the name. First time caller, Ghana Beye Ampa. Ghana Beye Akwa. Yeah. You say Obon Pama Ghana say Ghana Nye.
Ghana Beye Makitu ni. Ghana Beye Makitu. Me do to Bosome Frere 1 year so. Paka. What are Roma? The American say, Dr. Aumia was the vice president in Semuchi. Alan could do something. Papa Wabao, Alan, MPP per se breaking yeah. Paka, Adaruma, the federal Gatina, Salmon Twapa, and from Alan could do something. Nagana,
Ghana Beye, you had none of media. There's a kind of national issues. Reverend Isaac Quatin is a very ardent viewer of the show, and the birthday. Obrimpon Quatin is your birthday today. Oh, Papa from Reverend Isaac Quatin say, "Your mom, I would happy birthday to you. We wish you all the best." And Bibia be biano or Brimpon Quatin, Yami and Kahu, na Bibia ye biano, and see we ye. Equiaba, Mr. Kuma, you have a call today. Yes, sorry, see your last words to your viewers. No about Dr. Someko.
Oh, my last words. They say na the MPP for 70 way. Into off say contestants no be answer who ye.
Right.
I then omuna one family. Inti at the end of the day, two abana we are mama campaign with the person who wins. Into omunye cautious with the way our
Matia. Doc.
Me me futu me kwama Ghana for nyina say yensesan yesuban na the way your attitude towards work ene enioma ekoso ye importem yesesan yesuban Ghana will be a nice place because so ko ba bia nipa ene ma ho ye kama obake NYC na wura campus wo no mo a wo hwe the way environment ni city a ene na kire say Ghana so systems eye adwuma o man ne bekoso nipa na o mo campus na o mu pie campus no kwa bontia okuta ne o ma no de ato adentia because a hode bibia
supervision bi no
ha ntie yen asomemu fo no yensesan yesuban any the way you see adwene yes sir o man be koso
it was from my guest this morning has been Dr. Enoch Champon or lecturer at Okene University Aaron Kuma Apiaminka University or not Chad yeah yangwe
yeah ko abusia for ebrason I will say peja yemu na juma akabeto aso nyame adomo a ekire fie nti ye de fie dade eso ebeba anopai minimini abe makwesi paka wose kwesi osubo mi den
Mrs. Star Akua Asiedua na me ka about wo ace conversation
ekoyi
oh ne koyi pa na miti pa
test no so almost say you de cheche kura
na miki
na minim say fie
oh some go koje die no
say na won say 20 minutes now test 20 minutes now be try results na ba ebedi be 100 years ebedi be 100 years wo wani so
we application
ya fa wo si echi na dia to cap nim 20 minutes positive na line na be yemi e negative so na contest na sa 20 minutes no sa 20 minutes no Benjamin ehne wa tem tia fo Benjamin ehne bia be fine na munyina se da ne dia aka ama sometime a otu champion sports school no matter aso
how ye papa ko ni monti
no za fo
Oyerepa TV, Efrinyame.